love to the beat so slow. Making love to the beat, girl, it sounds so slow. I'm in fuck with a G, girl, you already know.
Yo, we back again. Word 'em up. Yo, son, we gonna take a little trip up to Maryland, feel me? Shout out to my sister, yo. You haven't heard lately, I drop a verse daily. I'm about to lay the rose petals for boxing first lady. Ash Cash, she not in it for a cash grab. She passionate when she speaking to make the crabs mad. Ashley's Corner got the news for the boxing heads. Whether you ball, rockin' waves, or you got the dreads. Cowboys bummy, nose running, ain't nothing funny. These little dummies will sell their own mommy for insurance money. Tuning in on weekends, my favorite getaway. Giving you the boxing analogy every Saturday. Plus she got a hyperlink, so if you got a dime, spend some time and go to bonfire.com/store/love-in-sports, and you can lurk, hit the search, you could get a shirt. If you ain't learned by now, you never will. She got the clever skills where the sneakers are in high heels. All the cats boring now, they was boring then. There's no defeating her. Ashley's like a meteor, with knowledge like a thesaurus encyclopedia. Them other lame channels remedial, make me sleepier. I tried to warn you, if I say again, your ass are gonna. Y'all informants, get the hell away from Ashley's Corner. You lose a leg if you step a toe past the border. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner. Word 'em up. Ash Cash. We in the building, son. Judah Ben. Tell a friend, yo. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner.
What's good? What is good? Hopefully my internet stays together this time and I won't have to get kicked out and leave like last Saturday. I got a lot to talk about. I have a lot to talk about. This probably won't be that short of a live. I got a lot to talk about. And we're going to go through the video from the rooter to the tutor. All right? Because I haven't heard a lot of people's videos. I was on Fanon's channel when he showed it, but I seen the whole video the night prior. So I already knew what I was in store for when I was watching Fanon's live. And I heard what people were saying during the live about it and read the comments that was in the comment section. So I have some things to say, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm trying not to call no names, but I'm not going to sugarcoat what's going on here whatsoever. I know this oh so well. And yeah, every Black woman knows of Carisha Shields, and it's definitely not a good thing. Okay? Not a good thing. I'm glad she did this. I'm glad Laila Ali did this, to be real. I'm absolutely glad. I'm not even going to tell. We're going to go through the video, the evidence and the receipts that she put out. We're going to go through it because I don't want nobody to confuse anything that I'm saying. I'm going to drop what I have to say right when she showed certain things in the video because Jesus. This is the second time that we know that Carissa did this. This is the second time she stabbed the woman in the back that helped her. The second time. Salute to Tay Tay. The queen is in the building. Real queen of MMA and combat talk is in the house. What is good with you, queen? Big Mike Biggs boxing is in the building. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. Judah Vision is in the building. What's good with you, King? Thomas Hill is in the building. What's good with you, King? Yeah. Yeah. The block. Yeah, listen. Okay, bet. Listen. This is the second time she did this. She did this with Remy Ma. She did it with Laila Ali. Now, I don't know about what people are missing. You know what I mean? If she said something bad, you're still supposed to respect your elders. You feel me? You're still supposed to respect your elders. In my opinion, that's it. We're going to break down what she said that was so bad. We're going to break it down, okay? But I know I'm going to say some things that people haven't said. I haven't even watched people's lives, and I know I'm going to say some things that people haven't said, okay? Because a lot of people are fans of Carissa Shields. I was a fan of Carissa Shields, but she lost me when she started talking about she can beat up Keith Thurman. That's where she lost me at. We're going to find out, Adam. Salute to you. She wet and dry snitched on her whole damn movement. Yo, I'm telling you. Christian will hate you, Ash. Because you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the hate for the light-skinned women. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it all, yo. I'm about to just get right into it. After I finish talking about Laila Ali and Carissa Shields, I still want to talk about Tio. I want to talk about Shakur Stevenson. I want to talk about Devin. But I got a lot to say, man. Let's just get on into it, man. Let's just get on into it, because people not looking at. I wanted to box. I'm trying to tell you, okay? Where's it at? This right here. Let me know if y'all can hear this and it's not doubling.
Got to address the lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago. Now, someone's gotten way too comfortable dragging my name and even using my father's name to get attention and clout. Now, in case you haven't heard it, her story is that I didn't support her and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy and envy over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen a lot of the comments. Many of you have good discernment and understand what's really going on here, while others have believed her lies over the years or have formed an opinion without having all the facts. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negativity, drama, and buffoonery. But I'm not about to let someone with bad character continue running freely, dragging my name without accountability.
That's not going to happen.
Come on now, listen. Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't going to do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Laila can rumble go.
And Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila so pretty ass out.
So this right here is the consequence. Now, I have been busy working on other projects that required all of my time and focus, which is why I'm just now saying something. But honey, I have made the time to address this. So today, the bad guy ain't getting away. Now let's hit rewind because we really need to see what's happened over the years. What got us here? Now, I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing. So let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics a second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her. Now, this is just a shortened version of the 6-minute piece that aired on CBS in 2016. 21-year-old Clarissa Shields is as confident as her right hand is powerful. Soon, Clarissa will be heading to Rio for the Olympics to try and do something that has never been done before. I sat down to talk with her about changing history and being a positive spark for her hometown. You should have heard the story by now. The one about a kid from Flint, Michigan, who has gone toe-to-toe with adversity and stands undefeated.
But I'll always go back to Flint and help.
I know that when I was fighting, any of my struggles that I had to overcome, or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on.
My bad, I was on mute. Did y'all know that she did that for Clarissa Shields in the beginning of her career? Who knew that? Facts. She's stupid as shit. Salute to you, 2 cents. Hey. So one person knew that she did that for Clarissa, because I didn't know. Salute to you, Detroit Gemini. I didn't know. In the world, I would use that anger, and take it into the ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done that?
I did that a lot. I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl. And that kind of helped me, because after I boxed, that was my ultimate high. And I felt like my life was perfect for at least 2 weeks. So
Clarissa's father, a former underground fighter, was passionate about boxing.
He went on to tell me that Muhammad Ali, his daughter, Laila, took after him. And he's like, and my dad, he says to this day, Layla's a bad girl. He says all the time. He said, nobody in our family took up boxing. I thought when he told me that, he was telling me to take after him.
Clarissa beat the odds to win gold in 2012. When the Olympics start in August, she'll try to be the first American boxer to win back-to-back gold medals. Everybody's going to be fighting you harder. Everybody's going to be trying to elevate their game. They're going to be running hard. They're going to be training hard. They're going to be dreaming about beating you. How are you preparing for that mentally and physically?
Honestly, I've learned how to beat every fighting style. Tall girls, short girls, girls my size. Because I'm like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty great, I don't know what I would do.
You're supposed to feel that way about yourself. Like you wouldn't have been able to get to this level if you didn't feel that way about yourself.
Yes.
I don't know about you ladies, but I have absolutely no doubt that Clarissa's going to win gold again in the Olympics. Women's boxing wasn't even in the Olympics when I was boxing, right. So I'm like, do it for us, because she's in the weight class I would have been in. So yeah. I'm like, go get it, girl, go get it. There's a lot of women who have been training for a long time, and nobody knows who they are. So the Olympics just really gives them a platform and something to strive towards. I didn't even fight amateur because I was like, I can't go to the Olympics. Why should I do that? I wanted to be in control of my career, but it's so great to see these young girls coming up. We got 9-year-olds now, and 10-year-olds, and they're inspired by people like Clarissa.
Okay, I don't think there's nothing wrong with what she said.
I was genuinely rooting for her. I gave her praise. I gave her a spotlight. When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her about the challenges that I faced fighting at 168, where there was limited competition, and I suggested that if she decided to turn pro, she should consider going down in weight, somewhere around 148, where she would have more competitive challenges. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite next level shape. I pointed her in the right direction, and I had high hopes for her. Whether she decided to turn pro or not, I felt like her future was bright if she played her cards right. But
real quick, people were saying that was shots when she showed that picture of her standing there. Let's not forget that Clarissa made the decision to put that on, and she thought it was hot. Don't forget, she had 2 people up there helping her with her outfit, and the other one brushing the fake wig that she had on her head. Okay, and she had the bottom of her boob was sticking out to show Papoose titty. Like, bruh, if it's hot for her, then it shouldn't be a dig. Like, for real. It shouldn't be a dig. It shouldn't be a dig. Shouldn't be a dig at all. She thought it was hot. So it was hot.
Of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature. And I know those are strong words, but they actually fit. This girl has created a pattern. It's been directed towards many people time and time again. Now, before we started our interview in Colorado, she said to me, "You're the name people say when it comes to women's boxing. You're the face they know. I want that to be me." Now, looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now. She told me she saw me as the face of women's boxing, and she told me that she wanted my spot. And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her and she took it personal. Fast forward to 2018, I was promoting my cookbook, Food for Life, and went on The Breakfast Club, a national show with millions of listeners. I did a 36-minute interview, and when the topic of boxing came up, I actually mentioned her and made positive comments. Then much later into the interview, I was asked about the possibility of a comeback.
Would you ever get back in the ring just for fun?
You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby 6-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my. I just turned 40.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
No.
Amazing. I know. I just turned 40. I can't believe it either. And because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I could pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
How did you and your husband argue? Because he can't, usually they say you can say something slick, but with you can't say that slickness.
You was on the Food Network's Chopped.
Yes.
And you won.
I did a couple times.
So what brings you more joy, winning in the ring or winning in the kitchen?
I just like to win, period. Definitely boxing is my first love. And, cooking is something that I'm super passionate about.
Gotcha.
It'll be a part of my life forever. I'm not somebody who sits back and complains about things. I think everything happens in due time. You got Clarissa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young Black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Now, remember.
All right, let's talk about that, because that's what people are saying. Forget people. That's what made Clarissa Shields mad. Let me ask y'all, what retired fighter that's worth a damn, but what retired fighter, as far as the name, what retired fighter would come out of retirement to fight Lomachenko when he had 8 fights, when he was like 8 fights in? Do you think of one retired fighter that would do that would come out of retirement and fight Lomachenko 8 fights in? Because Clarissa had 8 fights when she made that statement. When Laila Ali made that statement, Clarissa Shields had 8 fights as a professional. She fought 4 times in 2018. That's when she made that statement, when Laila was 40 years old. Clarissa had just got dropped by Hannah Gabriel. That's what Laila Ali just seen. And she went on that interview. But newsflash, Laila Ali never got dropped. Never got dropped in 24 fights. If both of them started boxing at the same time, let it be at the time Clarissa Shields started boxing, and then both of them was the same age, nobody would care about Clarissa back then or now. Laila was a KO artist. Clarissa is what? Salute to you, Crush, in the building. What is good with you all? What is good with you? She only got 17 now, 8 years later. Exactly. Yeah, she don't have that many fights, but the girl wasn't all of what she is now when she made that statement. When she made that statement, Clarissa Shields just got dropped and had 8 fights. Like, so what? I mean, and if we really talking about people that always say, like, man, Shakur said that he would beat Floyd Mayweather in his prime. How many people really cried a long time about it? Seriously, like she isn't saying much when she said what she said. And she ain't supposed to say, oh yeah, Clarissa Shields could beat me up or nothing like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Carissa Shields would have what? She would have what? Because she wouldn't be Carissa Shields at the same. If both of them was the same age and turned pro, nobody would even look at Carissa Shields. Because of who Laila Ali is and the talk and who you are, status, what you look like, all plays a part into who gets to be A side and who gets to all the special treatment and shit. Man, she would have been an afterthought to the fifth power if they both was the same age starting pro at the same time. Not to mention Carissa Shields started pro in 2016. Laila Ali stopped fighting in 2007. How was Laila Ali was supposed to pass the torch like she's saying? Like this is ridiculous. Besides giving her shine and some, you know what I'm saying? It's besides giving Carissa Shields shine and giving her advice, what else could she do to pass the torch to Carissa Shields if she was already retired? And that's what Laila Ali did. She talked her up on the show. She let her be on national TV. You know what I mean? She gave her advice, which she admitted to. Laila being Ali's daughter. For real. Laila being Ali's daughter, that's love for real. She let her be on stage when she was some type of thing for her father. She let her be on. I mean, come on. What more do you want her to do? She don't fight. The people that Carissa beat within those 8 fights, Laila Ali would have stopped all of them instead of stopping one of them like Carissa did. Laila's first 8 fights, she fought at 168 and up. Carissa Shields' first fight, she fought at 168. The other 7 was at 160. When you look that picture on the thumbnail of her looking kind of young, that's how she looked in when she had 8 fights. That's how Laila Ali was looking when she had 8 fights, and she was 168 looking fit like that. Laila Ali would have stopped Carissa if they started at the same age in the same year. She would have stopped cousin. Nope. No bull. That's what she is. She a decision. Salute to you, Dragon. What is good with you, Dragon Assassin? Officials in the building. It don't make no sense for her to fight Ali. It's dumb as hell. No, I don't think they should fight at all. They shouldn't fight. This was needed, though. Carissa needs therapy. She has some deep-rooted issues. I think something going on with her. If a fighter, undefeated or not, should feel unbeatable until someone does. Exactly. Someone beat them. Shields already had the torch. Nobody needs to pass it to her. Makes no. She said that. She said it. She got footage of her in the video, but you probably know that. I know you probably broke it down already. Hold on.
Remember, at the time, we were on good terms. She was reaching out to me and referring to me as Big Sis.
Good terms.
But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Laila Ali. You know, I have so much respect for her, you know, and I like her. I actually call her my big sis, but it was so many shots thrown. Like, if y'all really paid attention, you know, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the number one in my weight class. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, nah. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, she gave props where it's due, but, you know, she also spoke on how, you know, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great enough for her. When it's like, we got 2 different goals and sets in life. You know, me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. You know, even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now. You know, fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. You know, and yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't isn't there and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and the girls that Laila Ali fought.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This is what I wanted to touch on. This is the same energy. This the same energy right here that she has that makes her think that she's supposed to be number one on men and women's pound for pound. This energy right here. She just said that her competition wasn't shit. But I did it up in 4 fights. Like, bruh, she just said her competition wasn't shit.
Different goals and sets in life. You know, me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. You know, even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times.
And boxing was totally different when Laila Ali was fighting. Totally different. And you could tell she didn't do no homework from what she said later on in the video.
Now, you know, fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. You know, and yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't there and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and
they just repeated the same thing. She did it in 4 fights. Now that's my whole problem with her not being number one pound for pound on a man's list. You remember how she was mad about that? How she can't be number one pound for pound, and she was mad. Oh, it don't matter. And did I fight the best or not? Yo, bro. It is totally unfair to think that you deserve to be on a man's list because I understand it both. It's boxing. I understand, but women's boxing and men's boxing is the same sport, but the rules are not the same. And I understand how people feel, but you really got to think of it this way. It's not possible for a man to do anything of that type of accomplishment in 4 fights because it's too many of them. And it's too much talent. That's why you don't deserve to be on the list, because the things they have to go through to get one accomplishment, you do not. Do you understand the difference? Like this is in every sport. In every sport, bro. You can't compare what you did to what somebody else did in a different time or in the different gender. Is just, and then be like, well, I deserve to be on their list at number 1 because they didn't do what I did. It's not even fair, because it's not possible to do what you did as men. No matter who you are, it's not possible. They will never have that many titles bunched up real, you know, it would never happen. It would never. It's because it's not that many girls that box. It's not that many. It's a pick of the litter. And the talent pool is not like that of men. It's not even the same. Like, how are you going to put yourself in a whole man? But I did it. You just said you ain't had the competition wasn't there. These girls wasn't there. But I did it in 4 fights before and after you made that point. That's the bottom line, that you did it in 4 fights. Laila Ali being who she is and they friends, bro. I'm going to tell you this. Hold up, bro. Let me bring this up. Give me 1 second. I AI'd this shit. Check it out. Since Laila Ali retirement from professional boxing in 2007, Laila Ali has had a multi-faced career, including numerous roles as a television host, entrepreneur, and author. It is not possible to provide a specific number of jobs due to her long list of appearances, ventures, and projects. But they gave a little list. TV host and personality. She was on American Gladiators in 2008. Everyday Health, 2012. All In with Laila Ali, 2013. Late Night Chef, Fight, 2014. Homemade Simple, 2017. We Need to Talk, multiple appearances. Chief Grudge Match. That's currently a Chef Grudge Match. I mean, boxing commentator. Reality TV appearances: Dancing with the Stars in 2007, Stars Earned Stripes 2012, The Biggest Loser 2013, Chopped All Stars 2013, Celebrity Wife Swap in 2014, The New Celebrity Apprentice 2017, The Masked Singer 2017. All of this stuff this girl been doing, yo. Falcon Rising, acting 2014, Blackish 2017, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who 2020. Like, come on. And she cares to hate on Carissa Shields that whole time. She's supposed to stop doing what she's doing to fight Carissa Shields. 8 fights in. She's supposed to stop her life 8 fights in while she's 40 years old doing all of that with her life. She already had her boxing career. Why would she come back and fight Carissa Shields? Isn't Carissa Shields the same woman that disliked and stopped being friends with Alicia Baumgartner for the same damn reason? Didn't she say we used to go out to the movies and hang out? But when she said she wanted to fight me, I was like, oh, so you want what I got? That is what she said. Do y'all not remember that? That's what she said. We acting like she didn't do multiple things, man. Come on. And I already made that video, went live about, oh my goodness, Muhammad Ali's ex-wife coming back, throwing all types of shade on Laila Ali, a woman that wasn't even born when her mother did what she did to her. That's why she hates her so much. Let me break it down and say that again. Muhammad Ali's ex-wife hates Laila Ali because Laila Ali's mother stole her man, apparently. Those are the words that came out of her mouth when they asked her why all the hate, basically. She said, well, it's not really Laila. It's her mother. She stole my man. Now, but all the shade wasn't going to nobody but Laila. She needed to stay in the kitchen and all this other shit. Laila Ali ain't say nothing. All this other stuff. Everything got to be excused because she ain't going to fight. Come on. Come on. Come on. And that outfit she had on is the outfit she had on when she was stunting with Muhammad Ali's ex-wife. So she thought it was nice. She had the little mink on. That ain't no shot, bro. She thought that was the juice. That was a firm decision. She had 2 people helping her with her hair and her outfit. That we can't forget none of this stuff. All this stuff this girl doing, like, bruh. I thought you were the same girl that got mad when somebody wanted to fight you. You thought you wasn't friends no more. If y'all was on good terms, like both of y'all said, she said we was on good terms, and you said it too. I have respect for her, but all the shade. That's what she said. And if they were talking on like behind the scenes, then they could have talked behind the scenes about this, honestly. Instead of dragging it out to, yo, Laila Ali, 47 years old. She said that when she had just turned 40, she said on that show. She is 47. All of this. Shit is ridiculous. She doing all of, you hear all that stuff that I named? And that wasn't even all the stuff that she's doing, that she did in between her stop fighting in between, 2007 and 2025. That's a lot of stuff, man. If you stop doing that stuff and take time out to fight Carissa Shields, maybe you don't like her. But why would she do that? She was giving her advice. She was answering her phone calls. Man, AB and Tank, everybody be getting mad when Floyd don't answer their phone calls. Laila was answering the phone calls. She was answering questions and giving advice. It can't be denied, man. This stuff like this has happened to me before, so I feel it. I know what it is, and I'm the type to not say nothing and let them keep going the way Laila did. Let them keep going and tell them, yo, you sound bitter, you sound this, you sound that. Let's keep going.
Girls that Laila Ali fought wasn't, you know, that great either. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen. And, you know, if Laila Ali wants to come back, we can rumble. We can go. You know, this is not like, oh, I'm going to step away. Like I respect her and everything, but, you know, you're not going to come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. You know, I just don't like the disrespect. And this is my last video, too, about this. You know, I never used her name to try to be like, you know, try to call.
And honestly, man, yo, everybody knows what you got to do to get in shape and get ready for a fight. Why would, man, y'all just listen to that. Why would Laila Ali, being who she is, stop doing all that stuff I just named, getting in shape to fight Clarissa Shields? She's making her own way. That's why she put her out on film to say that she's making her own way and she's doing this and she's doing that. Why would she stop her busy schedule getting in shape for Clarissa? Man, like, for real, I just don't understand why she would do it. Why would she do that? I don't want them to fight. I think it's stupid. I think all of this, I think she did it because she needed to clear her name. And to be for real, she could sue Clarissa for all the stuff that she said. And to be honest, the word on the grapevine is Clarissa is trying to sue Laila Ali because she said this video was making her image look bad. Put that on your spirit and wear it. That's crazy as hell.
Pull her out of retirement. It's basically like she talking about she come out of retirement. She just gonna beat me if she decided to.
Now, of course, I didn't respond to this, but I noted it. For someone who hardly had any experience as a professional boxer and who was supposedly looking up to me, for her to think that I would even call her name in a conversation about me fighting or making a comeback was silly to me, especially since I had literally told her that I retired from boxing because I didn't feel inspired or challenged anymore by the level of competition that was available to me. We had that talk. So I learned a lot about her character and her mindset. So she took what I said out of context and made it all about her.
Bruh, oh my gosh. I ain't even hear her catch that part the first time. That shit happened to me a bunch of times. Y'all ever had a conversation with somebody and you had a conversation with somebody and it was absolutely fine, nothing happened, and then later on you found out that person said that during that conversation X, Y, and Z happened. That didn't happen. So basically she's saying she had the conversation about why she's not coming back with Clarissa, and she had no problem with it, but when she repeated that same shit on that radio station, then she had a problem with it. That's what she's saying.
No longer going to invest time or energy into her. But she, on the other hand, she took it straight to social media, started comparing her boxing skills to mine, making negative comments about me, and pitting herself against me in a fight. A year later, I was doing press for my show Homemade Simple on OWN, so I went on Sway Universe, another syndicated national show with millions of listeners. We were talking, he asked me about boxing, he asked me about her. I said positive comments as usual. Then he plays one of her visits.
I don't know.
Are you watching women's boxing today?
Oh, yeah.
You like Clarissa?
I do. I like. That's what I heard. I heard that Clarissa Shields saying that this is messing up her image. She said a couple of things, or her team said a couple of things, and basically is messing up her image. This video, and it is. This is damning to her image. It's damning to her image. But I don't know why she thinks she could sue Laila Ali for it. But this right here is cold-blooded. You know, Sway Universe wanted to get views and wanted to get Laila Ali out of her skin. That's why he did this shit. He knew she wasn't gonna sit there and badmouth Clarissa Shields, bro. So you're gonna ask her some shit and make her talk nice about her and then play a nasty, filthy clip like that. This was cold-blooded, in my opinion.
I think that she's a talented fighter, and she has the opportunity right now. The stage is set, you know, so now she just has to kind of do her thing. I
talk about Homemade Simple, airing Saturdays 9 a.m. on the OWN network. Okay, it's an incredible show. I had Clarissa here, right? I asked her who does she think will win, and you against you in your prime and her now. And this is what she said.
She not cut like me. She don't take the challenges. Like, she didn't fight against Ann Wolf. I fight against the best and beat the best. And if Laila Ali was to come out of retirement,
look at her.
I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's a great
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift
Now,
people.
real quick, y'all. She's a person too with her own, like Sway turned it up just now when he did that, because she just said, like, she just said, nice. This ain't never happened to me. I ain't never really said good things and somebody turned around and played something or was like, well, she said or he said this about you. That ain't never happened to me, but I can tell that shit would probably get me a little mad. You feel what I'm saying? So in my opinion, her being a fighter still, I mean, she's not a fighter no more. But I mean, she was doing this since she was a child too. Like, that shit is in her spirit. You know what I mean? She about to talk greasy. I'm not even mad at it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the greasy stuff that she about to say, yo. I'm not.
And I think that on your way up, just do your best not to disparage those that have come before you. First of all, she could never beat me. Let me just get that straight right now.
You want to get that straight, Laila?
Let's get that straight right now. Okay. And not simply because she's not strong enough. Okay, because I would definitely knock her out, but because she's not talented enough to beat me.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. The reason why you have not been able to knock out the opponents that you've already faced, I can totally see it. Why?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if you would have been a little more respectful, and I'm not talking about thinking you can beat me and call that, do all that. I'm talking about just trying to. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. Yeah. I don't respect her as a boxer. I only respect her as a businesswoman. I've heard her say that before. I was always there for her because she's a young black girl from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Flint.
And the crazy thing is, she just said that she's been saying all the stuff about her, and she didn't even. This is like the first time I heard her respond for real, because I remember her saying this on Sway. This is the first time I remember her responding off of anything Clarissa said, and Clarissa been talking for like 2 years by the time this video happened, I think.
To help uplift her because that's the Ali way.
Mm-hmm.
I am successful in so many areas outside of boxing. Boxing is not what defines me. There's always going to be another girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, when I offered her to spar me, that definitely was a check right there to see. Let me see what kind of heart she has.
About the spar.
You should come whoop me just for bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't take me up on that offer. I said, okay. And let's put this in context. I'm only talking about this because you're asking me.
She's done a ton of interviews since then, and she's always saying I disrespected her. Now you've seen what she's been referring to.
Yep.
So she felt justified to go on a tirade. And of course, she's twisted the story over the years and taken my comments out of context. Now, according to her, I just started talking about knocking her out just out of jealousy. Now you've seen what I said, what she said, how this started, and you can see she pitted herself against me in a fight. Now, I know some of this younger generation may not be familiar with me, but I've never been one to just talk about things I can't do. When I said that I would knock her out back in 2019, it wasn't any different than what I've said to anyone who's challenged me in the past. You can go back and look at tape on me. That was not just talk for me. It's what I did. TKO, KO, it didn't matter. I was going to stop you. It wasn't going to a decision. And if you didn't belong in there with me, I was going to get you out of there. That's just facts. That's not disrespect. That's boxing talk. Back then in 2020, I did get to a point where I was ready to get back in the ring and show her why, even though she is talented. I said it back then and I'm saying it now, but she could never outbox me.
Stephen A. Smith face.
High-level promoters did reach out to me directly, and we had some serious conversations about me making a comeback. Now, of course, she was never even involved in any of those discussions. Then COVID happened. You know how that was, and it all went away, and I left it alone. Now, here is just a small glimpse of the narrative that she's been building over the years.
But I feel like Laila Ali has always been kind of envious of me. I'm just so accomplished in women's boxing, and she never got that due diligence and that respect. So to see me getting it kind of pisses her off. So you look at who she fought. Her biggest test was freaking Vonda Ward and Christy Martin, and Christy Martin weighed
this right here, bro.
Weighed in at 140 pounds, and Laila Ali was 160.
140 and 160. That's 20 pounds, bro. You see how she did Laila Ali just now? I'm telling you, if anybody can sue, it's Laila Ali, not Clarissa Shields. Her team better get that out of her head, out of their head. She can't sue Clarissa Shields for no $20 million. I mean, she can't sue Laila Ali for $20 million or $25 million. Whatever the hell that's going around, no. You can't do it. because she brought out all receipt, and that's what I'm saying. The reason why a lot of people saying that what's her name, that Laila Ali is being classy, is because it sounds like she was hired to be the narrator on Clarissa Shields' hating documentary. It's don't sound like she did it. It just sounds like she's the narrator of this shit. It's put together so well. That's why. Without slang, without all that, it's just put together so well. Without cursing, you know what I mean? It's like watching a doc. You feel me? And somebody paid her to narrate it.
Like, how are you making matches like that? So Laila Ali is a hater. That's it. Nothing but her being a hater and her being, envious of my success and what I've done for women's boxing. And she feels like she deserves that credit because everybody kind of give it to me now. And I think that she's like,
y'all feel like Laila Ali was hating on Clarissa Shields and envious of Clarissa Shields? Did anybody feel like that?
I'm a Ali daughter, and I boxed before her, and I'm 24-0 with 21 knockouts, and she kind of, want people to keep acknowledging her. She's retired.
She's retired.
And
She's
been
probably
retired for a long time. 43. I hate when somebody else try to take somebody else shine, somebody else attention. It's like she's, nobody was trying to take her attention when it was her time. Undisputed champion. She's never been undisputed, and people are comparing me to her.
Now,
and she gets offended.
That's
when
her
it was like,
to get her attention.
to me, I thought it was a good comparison because I feel like I box way better than her, and for them to be saying that me and her are equal or whatever, she should have been happy because of that, because they're giving her more props on her skills, which I feel like she didn't really have that much. But whatever. Yeah, we had Laila Ali. Respect. But she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. I'm gonna be different because I'm gonna give my blessing, or I'm gonna let a girl take her blessing. And what that means, I'm gonna fight the young girls coming up, and if they beat me, now they're the best. That's how you do it. My advice, Laila, is you will look a lot better, and people will stop calling you a hater and calling you jealous and old and bitter.
She helped pave the way.
If you actually stop hating, bro, you will look better if you was to support the black girl from Flint who made it out the trenches to where she at now. You will look a lot better. She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing. When people give her props about how she built up women's boxing, and I just don't feel the same way. What really did you do for women's boxing? Like, you let it die.
And that right there sound like she's the one that's hating. Because when somebody gave Laila Ali props, she said, I just don't feel, and started hating. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like Laila Ali, everything, if she said anything, I don't know how Clarissa Shields even know about it. Because she didn't say anything on film. She didn't say nothing in front of a mic and camera, like, besides what we just seen. And that was because of all the stuff that she's showing. All of this stuff that was being said, you know what I mean? But like I said, Clarissa Shields had 8 fights when she made that initial comment saying that there's nobody to come back for. And Clarissa Shields had just got dropped by Hannah Gabriel. Like, okay, maybe after you moved up, and because she wasn't even really fighting. She wasn't even fighting at the same weight, for real. When Clarissa Shields, if the fight could have really, really happened, you feel me? I don't know if y'all looked at Laila Ali's page or her IG, but she was weighing like 195. Like, she was big. Like, that's what I'm saying. All the stuff, I named all of the stuff that she been doing with her life. You feel me? Like, it was a lot of stuff. Y'all have to rewind that back. All that stuff she been doing since 2007, since she retired. Why would she stop doing it to come back and fight you? Wouldn't that be stealing attention from you? Wouldn't that be hating on you, since you call her and she answered the phone for you and give you advice that you admitted that you used? Talking about you look at it. Why would you look at her as big sis if she ain't do shit? Like, it's for real.
You let it die for 20 years, and then I had to come and put in all this extra work to get it to where it is now. I think that wasn't fair, and I don't think that she was as big as a pioneer in women's boxing as she thinks she was. Because I would never do that. I would pass the torch.
Salute to you, Sheldon.
There are hundreds and hundreds
That's
of
what I'm
women
saying.
who
All
have
them women that
participated in the
fought.
sport of boxing over the years. They have all made a contribution in their own way. We don't need to argue over who.
And another thing, man, what Laila Ali said was so disrespectful. Then Clarissa calling herself the GOAT is disrespectful to all the girls at box. You feel me? She's making this shit about her. How about everybody else that box? That's the same thing with why people don't like Floyd, because he called himself TBE. That's honestly saying he can beat everybody. He the best ever. You feel me? Like, it's just is what it is. So what? Like, everybody respect that because everybody's boxers. You're supposed to think like that. Like, I really don't think it was warranted for all the hate that Clarissa said over and over again on camera. I think it was overboard. It was too damn much. Man, I don't know. Use some titles over the system. You need some titties over the summer. And now she keeps jumping in every guy's face. It's crazy as hell. Thirsty mentality. I hate the fact that media continue to ask them about each other. Yep. And that's what it is. They love to see black people fight, especially women. Oh my goodness. And over knowing the possibility of fighting was low. Clarissa Shields took the bait. She was supposed to be bigger. Yeah, I mean, all she had to do was let that one comment go. Clarissa, like, look, Clarissa Shields being a fighter herself. Did Laila Ali say something that disrespected you and you only, yo? Like, she gave you your props. Fuck everybody else that was in the weight class. She been giving you your props. Forget everybody else. Like, I mean, come on now. And to be for real, like, all black women know. Women are like that, man. I keep telling men, too, y'all really don't know how fucked up and vindictive black women can be to other black women. I'm saying that because I don't get that problem out of other races. For real. Like the hate, the lies, the gaslight for no reason. Because you think everything's cool and chill. Oh my goodness. I mean, so that little thing so what? She's a fighter. That's what she said. She don't think nobody can go. You had 8 fights, bro, and you just got dropped by Hannah Gabriel. Maybe she wouldn't have said that about you after doing the stuff that you did. Maybe she wouldn't have said that at all. Maybe she would. But still, like, after everything that she already did for you, and she's big sis and all of that shit, like, what's so big of a... And I heard fighters say other things I heard men say things like this to each other, and the other fighter don't take the bait. Like you just said. I remember Shakur asked, honestly, he didn't take the bait when Edgar Berlanga said it was beef, and he a fighter. They ain't in the same weight class, but still, like, come on now. Some things, like, you should let go. It shouldn't be that serious, especially if she already told you that it's nobody that I will come back to fight in your face when nobody was around. For real. Salute to you, Bruce, Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. What is good with you, young man? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Instead, she allowed her ego and competitive nature to trick her into unnecessary beef. With Clarissa has to be smarter. I think she don't listen to nobody, honestly. I don't think anybody put a batter in her back. I don't think she listened to anybody. Salute to you. What is good with you, sir? Shawana, what is good? Salman, I heard most of your live about this. Salute to you, you had a good live. Salute to you, 503 Lion. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Carissa was just jealous of Laila day one. Laila didn't realize it until it was too late, and she became hurt and was like, I'm sick of this crazy girl. Exactly. That's why she's speaking out. I mean, look how many years she said what she said originally at 40 years. She said, I just turned 40 on that show. Okay. She's 47 right now. She about to turn 48 in December. She let her talk for 7 years. That's a long time, especially when nobody's really saying nothing back. And oh my gosh, I can relate. I can relate. Okay. This is sad. It's sad. The shit sad. Carissa act like she want a lady to kiss her ass. Yes, she do. She do. Or something when she been giving her props. I honestly think a piece of Carissa Shields like attention. That's what it is. I think she kind of an attention whore. No bull. She wants everybody to kiss her ass. That's a fact. FYI, one will never run out of ammo when you constantly do your homework. Network. You don't care what you're doing, that's cool.
Done more. That destructive crab in a barrel mentality is exactly what we don't need in the sport.
All them fighters.
Here she is on a recent podcast explaining how she's passing the torch and that she has created a blueprint for success, which she is now sharing with other female fighters. She says that the number one thing they need to know is how to build their brand.
I actually promote a woman fighter, and I'm giving her all the jewels and stuff that I know so she can get her big paydays too. It's a blueprint now on how you make $1 million, even if you don't have the gold medals. The biggest blueprint is build your brand.
Oh, she must have forgot years ago she recorded this and said that I gave her the piece of advice that she is now referring to as the most valuable piece of information that you need to be successful. But supposedly I didn't support her and I didn't want to pass the torch.
Laila Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust.
So this whole idea...
Bruh, that's good advice that it looked like she didn't even take. Build a good brand. Now, this is what I said. Okay, I said this before. She got the, what was the ESPY award? Shout out to her. I was shocked and I was surprised and I was happy for her. Black Girl Magic. I was happy for her. But when they turned to what recently they did, what an ESPN most notably achieved or something like that, and it was 4 women. It was Caitlin Clark, it was Savina Williams, it was I think a swimmer and a track player or something like that, and she wasn't in it, and she got mad. All right. What I said was the reason why she wasn't in it is because that list right there, and I know it's ESPN, but that list right there, those 4 names is nothing like Carissa Shields. At that time, Carissa Shields had already went on her I Can Beat Up Keith Thurman campaign. She talked about that for 2 years, bro. 2 years. She was beefing with men and people and on Twitter and stuff, like the things that Carissa was doing. The image she had and was portraying was not of the 4 ladies that was on that list. You just won the ESPY award. They got you out the way. Okay? I remember she went on a tirade about that. She get mad when she's not at the top of any list. And it's cool to feel a certain way, but to be mad and talk about it for a while just shows that you can't hold nothing. Like you feel entitled a lot. You feel what I'm saying? That's a lot of entitlement. Oops. Hold on.
That she started about me being jealous because of her accolades and her surpassing me. Do you realize that for years, fans have believed that there's so many fighters that are better than me? I mean, they have more titles than me. Multi-million-dollar fights are happening, more money than I ever made, more money than she's making. So I guess if I'm supposedly jealous of her, I must be hating on them too, right? Nope, I actually celebrate other women's success. I have relationships with those women. We have mutual respect. It's all love. She's the only one who decided to make herself my opposition. And she has created this drama and she's kept it going for the past 8 years. People came to know her because she kept calling out my name. She's obsessed with me and she literally cannot keep the name Laila Ali out her mouth. There are people who will say, she's confident, she talks trash. That's what fighters do. Yes, fighters talk. Nobody did it better than my father and me, and we backed it up. I've never had a problem with the fighter saying they could beat me or that they think they're better than me. That's expected. I don't consider that disrespect. But what I do have a problem with is a liar or someone who intentionally tries to disparage me in order to gain visibility and respect. As I mentioned in my interview on Sway, about 8 years ago, I offered her sparring during one of our phone conversations. I was like 40, 41. It was just to give her some work. Well, she changed that subject and never took me up on the sparring. So when I mentioned it on Sway, there was a lot of comments from the public because people were surprised that she wouldn't have taken that opportunity. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know, there would have been camera phones. It would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do and vice versa. So I guess after the feedback and comments that she saw, she felt the need to take it to social media and put out an excuse.
I don't sway that if I was so tough that I would have sparred her for brownie points. I am a 2-time Olympic champ. Only thing that matters to me is what happened outside of practice. She talking about practice. Take the Ellen Iverson talking about practice.
I thought that shit was funny when she said that shit at Allen Iverson. I'm talking about practice. I thought that shit was funny, yo. No bullshit. Salute to the family thing. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat with the super sticker.
This is for the cool.
Salute to Rick Timms. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Oh shit. Obsessed. All this time I thought you was a certain content creator, just using a different name. Oh shit, you trickery, hit you with the trickery. Salute to you, William, old school. What is popping with you? Definitely appreciate you. JBT is in the house. What's goody? She went out and I thought that shit was funny. Well, I am a raging Cajun. I thought that shit was funny. But I didn't know she asked her to spar or whatever. I didn't know that, man. But honestly, Rob, listen. When you converse with somebody, especially if they have something bottled up that they really don't want to tell you, you feel me? Hold on, let me put myself. My internet was messing up, so I had to turn off my. When you're conversing with somebody that feel a certain type of way about you, and they're not saying it, you can kind of feel it. You can feel the energy. You can hear it in their voice or the certain type of words that they was using. It's very possible, being that Laila Ali was older, she could have felt that in the conversations that they was having back then. And she could have, because she doesn't want to come back and fight, and she don't really have no problem with her. Like I can be around somebody that don't have a problem with me if I have to. Like if I have to be around that problem, it's not going to bother me if I'm around, because you're the one with the problem, not me. You're not going to ruin my day. Your day's ruined because of my presence. Like that's just how I roll. So Laila Ali could have felt that and offered to spar. We don't know this stuff because and that's another thing, yo. When you serious, if this is really cool, you really cool with this person, you're gonna say this shit one-on-one. I'm not doing nothing for attention. Especially if I really want somebody to take me seriously, I'm not gonna say it in front of nobody. I can wait my precious I can wait all day, but I will get you alone and say what I have to say. Seriously. But like I said, I went down a list of all the stuff that she was doing since she retired. Like she was supposed to stop doing any of that to fight you. No, but we can spar if you feel as though I'm not passing to her. I'm not showing you something, or you want to get some. We can spar. You know what I mean? She said it as though I was trying to test her out. I'm telling you, she could have felt some type of way. I felt some energy. She could have felt some heat coming off that couch from Clarissa Shields. Like off of belly, for real. Like it's very possible that could have been the problem.
Nobody, I'll get in there and spar and work with anybody. All I care about is fighting. But like I said, she don't really care about this boxing.
So that was her response. Why sparring? It doesn't mean anything. But many years later, she comes up with a whole new story.
And the thing is, she keeps saying, one time she asked me to spar. Let me tell you this. Jason Crutchfield was my eyes and my ears back then because I was naive. I don't pay attention to stuff. Jason had already told me back then she feels some type of way. Coming in, gold medals and doing your thing, he was like, she feels some type of way. But she's still embracing you though. And I said, okay, whatever. But I had mad love for her though. So it was like the closest thing.
Now women know. She just said she feels some type of way, but she's still embracing you though. Man, everybody feels some type of way about you, about somebody. Everybody feels some type of way, bro. When it comes to what, it's not one woman I've spent time around or I spend time talking to that don't really feel some type of way about me. For real. Like it's gonna happen. Okay. And being that Clarissa Shields met her at the time she met her and she and Laila Ali gave her all that shine. Laila Ali been rich all her life. Like Fanon said, been rich all her life. She might feel some type of way being where she came from. That's freaking human. It's human.
So Muhammad Ali is Laila Ali. So I love this girl. You know what I'm saying? And looking to her, took her advice and everything. He said, when we're going down here, because she had appointed me to give Muhammad Ali the Liberty Medal in Philadelphia. Now that when she asked me to spar, I said, you want to spar me? And that's when it was more of like a, dang, I hate that coach was right about you. I'm like, okay, well, we can spar when you want to spar. I got my stuff.
Bruh, come on, man. That's like three different answers to the shit. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Y'all fighters. You should have been happy. You should have been happy she offered to spar. You should have been happy she offered to spar you. Happy. Wouldn't any fighter be happy if Floyd offered to spar him right damn now? Wouldn't they say yes? Huh? My goodness. Bruh. Cut it out. I thought you were cool as fuck. What, man? What? Cut what out? Chris is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She got hit in the head one too many times. Man, I think she like attention too much. She was lying her butt off. I think she like attention way too much. You like the other version.
In the car. She like, no, it ain't like that. I'm more about, let's not talk about it, let's be about it.
Now, you know that was a flat out lie. We know that if that were true, she would have said it years ago when it first was mentioned that she wouldn't spar me.
Girl, we haven't spent a lot of time around each other. We met one time, Shawana. We haven't spent time around each other. It's ladies that I know that I went to college with, I spent years around. It's ladies that I know that called and talked to me for years. That was all backstabbing the whole time. Like, I'm not talking about you or anybody that's on YouTube. Y'all haven't really spent no time around me or talked to me like that. Well, not nobody that's on my live right now.
Way she would have passed up the chance to tell everyone that she called my bluff and I backed down. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know, there would have been camera phones, it would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do, and vice versa.
I did an interview with Andre for his podcast too, before I had a chance to see her episode.
And if you go watch her interview, everything's I think this, somebody told me that, no facts. I need you to understand how deep this goes with this girl. Now I know she's on a constant search for validation. She needs to feel important, and it's obvious she's fixated on me. But watch how she sits on The Breakfast Club, the same show she saw me on back in 2018 when I said I wasn't making a comeback. She goes on in 2020
2 years
after dragging my name for years and acts like she has no idea why I no longer support her or want anything to do with her. Now, she knows The Breakfast Club is a national show with millions of listeners, so she's careful not to say anything negative about me because that wouldn't fit the story she's trying to sell. Instead, she plays it safe so she can position herself as the victim.
Do I want to fight a 41 or 40-year-old Laila Ali? No. I want to actually her embrace me. I embrace her, and we build women's boxing to the place where it's supposed to be at. But I don't think she sees that vision. Like she doesn't show me any kind of support. Like I see her.
But for real, yo, sparring helps you in fighting. You know what I mean? Like I know everybody heard iron sharpens iron. It didn't have to be like that. If it, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like this is somebody that you cool with. You feel me? It don't have. It never had to be like. If I'm friends with him, for real, like this happened before to me. This has happened just once. When a girl got mad at, because I'm always the type that I like fighting, but I'm not going to fight you if it's a misunderstanding. I'm going to get the misunderstanding because it's not really what I'm telling you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I'm going to clear it up. I'm going to say, hey, I didn't mean it like that. And hey, she still wanted to fight. And I told her, I said, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. And she calmed down. Like, bro, but we was about to fight right then and there. We was about to fight right then and there. But shit, like, if I was fighting and a friend of mine that's retired wanted to spar me, I'd have been like, and we in private, I'd have been like, hell yeah, man. And right when we about to fight, I'm gonna be like, show me some stuff, yo, take it easy on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go and I'll fight her motherfucking. You understand me? Like, it don't have to be that. If y'all cool, it don't have to be that. Both of them could have just called each other. I say that shit again. They could have just called each other. I've always been the type, I'm not going to retaliate off somebody being mad, being spiteful and shit like that. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person to probably wait that shit out until you stop talking because I have a life and I'm going to keep living my shit. You feel me? I'm not going to keep feeling negative or watching what the fuck you saying about me and me. I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like she just had a lot. She had a life. It seemed like Laila Ali had a lot going on in her life. She had a lot going on there. No. Hold on. Salute to you, Mike. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. Nobody obligated to support you, Carissa. The stuff she's saying makes no sense. She got to be bullshitting. I think she like attention. I really do. I think it was helping her career to talk about Laila Ali, probably in her eyes. So she did. I really think this is a lot of stuff that she said was I think the first thing that she initially said about Laila Ali, I think she's young. She was young when she said that shit. I don't actually know how old she was, but she had to be kind of in like early 20s when she said it, and she felt some type of way and took it to social media. But ever since then, she probably seen the attention and liked it, maybe, because I don't think Laila Ali said anything else about her negative at all, or any type of shot at all within the 2 years of her dissing. I think it was helping, so she kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, shit, it ain't hurting nobody, but it's helping my career. Fuck it. I'll whip your ass and we can settle it later since it's that serious. Yeah, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It sometimes it just don't gotta be like that though. It don't gotta be like that. It's too sensitive type to be like, well, fuck it, we can fight right now and see what the problem was later. But I'm not that type of person because it's gonna be like it's gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very nice person. I'm a very nice person, but I turn to a different person when I'm a fight. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to see that type of person unless it's granted. You feel me? I don't want to fight you over a misunderstanding because some shit is going to happen. I'm telling you. Indeed. Last night I said Carissa could call later, but it doesn't go both ways. Yeah, that's sad. It don't go both ways. It's sad it don't. But hell, Carissa felt away first. It's that big sissy was. I mean, but don't y'all know of a woman that said some shit that you felt like, you know what I'm saying, I should check her for, and she was older than you, and you kind of like, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Like this shit, girls do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Girls do this shit. They do it. You know what I mean? It's not a good thing. It's not a good feeling. I'm mad that they do it, but they do it. They do it. Salute to you, Dark Truth. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, Z. She got pissed because Laila said if she returned there's no one in the division we're fighting. Yeah, man. I'm saying, like I said about that, Clarissa Shields was 4 fights in, and she had just got dropped by Hannah Gabriel, bro. Like, she wasn't the accomplished person that she is right now when Laila Ali said that. You feel me? And it's really not that many people. I mean, regardless of all of that, she was doing like all the stuff that I named, and I can name it again. All the stuff, all the roles, and all the things that she was doing since 2007. Why stop doing any of that to deal with a misunderstanding? She didn't even verbally deal with it. So why would she physically deal with it? You know what I mean? She don't got no problem with Clarissa. Clarissa got a problem with her. Sutu Slogan 1, what is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming in the building. I also know women like Laila. I know, yeah. Hell, that's what I was talking about, Queen. I was talking about Laila. We all know a woman like that says some slick shit that's older than you. That's what I'm talking about, Laila. Yeah, we all know a Laila. We all know, like, women, they do that shit. It's bound to happen. She just as petty, for real, for real. 30-minute video? Damn. Yeah, man. 30-minute video. I need to potty.
All the time commenting on this other boxer girl page, Katie Taylor, and always telling her congrats and everything. But then with me, it's like she don't show any kind of respect or acknowledgement. And I'm a black girl just like she is, who came apart, and I have to been making my way forever. Like, I made my own way. I wasn't handed anything. Just about supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? But
I wonder why she wouldn't though. Like, what, did you say something about her back in the day?
I just think that in boxing, she feel like she never got her fair share. I feel like she never got to the point where she wanted to get to. And people recognize Laila Ali, but they always try to say like, oh, she only was big because of her dad, and they don't really give her props on her skills. I'm not one of those people. And then some people say that she didn't fight Ann Wolf, but me being a woman fighter, now I realize that it's hard to make big fights with other big women. It really is. So think about it. Back then, when it wasn't a lot of money, wasn't TV exposure, I kind of can see why her and Ann Wolf didn't fight. But people's story is that she was scared of Ann Wolf, and Ann Wolf would have knocked her out. And that's their story.
3 months later, she takes her mask off.
All right, let me say this real quick. I fuck with Ann Wolf. I always have. Salute to Ann Wolf. I fuck with Ann Wolf, man. Hold on. Bullshit. Hold on. I think she just liked the attention. Honestly, her ass said. But honestly, man, I think Ann Wolf will do it to you too. She'll do it to you. You feel me? Did it on them. Ann Wolf was different. I fuck with Ann Wolf. All right. Let's continue. That's all I needed to say.
Off, and she's back to her usual story.
Well, Ann Wolf, you were a better fighter than her. And I believe that that's where this whole beef started from. That, I spoke on that. She hates whenever your name gets mentioned. She still to this day mentions your name.
Ann's the shit.
Say how you were scared of her.
Who was she talking to when she said this?
I don't believe that for one second. Wow. And she may have a bigger name, but that's because women's boxing wasn't supported how we are now. If Laila Ali came up in this generation, she would not be known. Nobody.
Bruh, let me rewind a little bit because I fucked it up. I was trying to do something.
And she may have a bigger name, but that's because women's boxing wasn't supported how we are now. If Laila Ali came up in this generation, she would not be known. Nobody would know of her. I know for a fact you would have put Laila Ali ass to sleep. So just because you couldn't do it, you didn't have the opportunity because, she didn't want to sign a paper to fight you.
Man, in my opinion, Laila put both of y'all to sleep. Ann Wolf put both of y'all to sleep, bro. In my opinion, Ann Wolf was different. You feel me? She was different. She would have sliced, she would have overhand right through all that boxing. You feel me? And Carissa know it. Yeah, I heard Carissa say that's one fighter that scares her is Ann Wolf. She said she has the greatest knockout in women's history at overhand right. She named the person she was fighting and everything. She know what it is. She'll do the same thing to you, sis, and you know it. But train tracks around your thing. Y'all know about that.
I'm gonna kick her ass for the both of us. Yeah, we all know Laila Dudley and Wolf. We know that. We don't gotta. She know that. Everybody know that. It's literally written, I think, somewhere.
Now, I've seen this before with Ann Wolf, another fighter who used the same playbook. Both of these women have a lot in common in terms of the way they've been able to get visibility for themselves by using my name and making up lies.
She was different.
Since I'm in the season of pulling skirts, I'm going to go ahead and pull hers too. And I'm going to do another video on her next.
That said she ducked her, bruh. Carissa, you wouldn't have fought her ass either. I think, Carissa, you would have ducked Ann Wolf too. You're admitting that she scares you now, and she said in 2024, I think she said that shit, 2023. She would have scared your ass when you was in her weight class. You hear me? If she scared you now, imagine the terror. Same to you, sis. She would have did the same shit to you, Carissa.
That lie that I would not fight her has been told so many times as if it's a true fact. So I'll be gathering my receipts on her too, since she wants to start talking again. This one is so detached and delusional that she actually praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
Yeah, we had Laila Ali, but she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali.
That's crazy.
I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it.
Learn from come on now. That right there was too much. That was too much. Stop putting yourself in there with the men. Stop it. That is too much, man. That's too much. You said too much just now, bruh. You crossed the line. You're a habitual line stepper. But Yo. Hold on, man. Habitual line stepper.
Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me.
Bruh, man. Dizam, bruh.
That's it. Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will. You know, if she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that energy.
Oh, come on, yo.
What if father would embrace someone like her or want to be?
Come on, yo. Nah. Salute to you, D1. What's popping with you? Angry? What's good? Come on, man. She said God, she feels like God want her to be the next Muhammad Ali, bro. Come on, man. Come on, dog. This be the best you can be, dog. Come on, man. Why she ain't need to say that? She ain't need to say that, man. Come on, bro. Come on, yo. You got. Come on. Come on, yo.
Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it. Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will. You know, if she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never.
Bro, I'm not mad at it either. I'm not mad at her feeling no type of way, but why say God? Why say she feels like God wants her to be the next Muhammad Ali? Why would you say that, yo? Why would you say, yo, come on, man. Come the fuck on. Berg, yo, come on, yo. That part too, man. But I was still stuck on her putting God into it. That's what did it. Why'd you put God into it? Why'd you put God into it, son? Salute to you, Terrence. What is good? What you definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. This shit crazy, man. I'm just saying, come on, bro. I'm just saying. I said a woman is fucking delusional. It's really sad. She's just great in her own mind. That's still not enough. But come on. I don't know how many people she thought was going to be behind that one. That's why I say I really think she says a lot of things for attention, man. It got to be just for attention. Because she knew nobody was going to be behind that one. Not that one. And then Muhammad Ali, Floyd, and then you? Nobody else, son? Not Shakur? If I was there, I'd have been like, how about Shakur? How about Shakur? How about Bud? Are you kidding me right now, yo? Look at her face. Dead serious. She's dead serious, though. She's dead serious. She know both of them joints was out of line. She was out of line when she said both of them shits. She was out of pocket. One more time. We're going to let it go.
I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it.
Learn from Muhammad Ali. Praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
Yeah, we had Laila Ali, but she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me.
Spreading the shit everywhere.
Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will.
You
know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
Now, what father would embrace someone like her or want to be associated with someone like her while she's trying to tear down his very own child? My father was the greatest of all time because not only did he have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind style in the ring, he was also a remarkable individual outside of it. He used his platform to uplift and inspire people. He carried himself with integrity, kindness, and grace. He was someone our community could be proud of, and he represented us well.
Let's talk about Moo for a second. Oh, Moo. Colorism. We support Laila because of colorism. You know Carissa's black too, right? You know Carissa's an African American, right? You know she's an African American. You know what? We supporting her because she light skinned. Just like Carissa hate on the light skinned girls, and we support her because she light skinned. That's why we support her. That's why we support her because she's light skinned. This is why she likes. Is this why she likes when she likely wants to pop her mouth in. Hey, yo, hold on. My bad. Get something to drink. She was likely, this why she likely wants to pop her in the mouth. I'm with it. Salute to you, B-Dog. What is good with you? Salute to real. Say Krista put herself before Iron Mike. She did. I'm just saying, bro. Why that was crazy. The lineup was crazy. Ali. At least she put Ali on it. You see how did she say? You see, you talking about the stuff Laila said was petty. Yo, forget dissing all the women. She disrespected all the men that ever fought besides Floyd and Muhammad Ali. That shit is wild right there. That shit is wild. Is that you, Carissa? Her father probably did say that they did meet. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I dropped the link later, but I probably not gonna let you up here because I'm not gonna argue with no hater. Not. It seems that you put colorism in that joint. Nah, bruh. We don't do that here. It's beauty versus the beast. And it's not even like that. Like I think she wanted to be the villain because that's cool. She can hate first. Absolutely. It doesn't matter if she hate first, Moo. It does not matter if she hate first at all. This is what black women do to other black women. All right. So what? She got her own personality. She feel her own way about boxing. She retired undefeated. The blah, 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 blah. It don't matter. Salute to you, Jason Williams. What is good? What you definitely appreciate you for coming through. She ain't hide her hand. She said what she said. Look, she said what she said. Who cares who hated? Yeah, this girl wildin'. Started all this because she said there's nobody who has attention. And like I said, Carissa Shields had 8 fights and just got dropped by Hannah Gabriel. I'm gonna keep saying it because that's facts. That's what she watched happen. Laila Ali never been dropped in her whole career. Mad receipts. Yeah, because he's talking about colorism. He's talking about colorism too, Zane. So I don't do that, dear. But I am light skinned. I'm light skinned, you know what I mean? So he's talking about me going with Laila because she light skinned, I believe. I guess that's the only thing that makes sense. We still waiting for that rematch. Dog cream be damn. If Crawford can fight Madonna with Matramov, I don't even know how to say his name, with 10 fights, she can fight Shields with 8. I think she was just saying, you know what I mean? Like right now, I don't think she can even say that about her career. There's nobody there that would challenge her. But at the same time, like, I think she showed it. I think she weighs like 195. Like, Laila Ali is not light. That girl heavy as hell. She would have to lose a lot of weight, I think. Don't she fight at 168 right now? Don't Carissa Shields fight at 168 or 175? What she fight at? Laila has been knocked down. That's a lie. When? What fight? I'll look it up right now. It's about character, not color. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't like talking about color. That's crazy. 175. Okay. So she would have to lose 20. She can do that. But it will have to be worth it. How much y'all think that fight worth? If she came back and fought Carissa Shields for real in 2026, how much y'all think how much you think she deserves to come back and fight somebody as talented as Carissa Shields? And nobody's like, out of this whole time, she never discredited her for real. You know what I'm saying? She just said that she can't beat her and said why, but she ain't said that you know what I mean? I think the worst things that's been said about a person is the things that she said about Laila. I think she called her old and all types of shit. Bitter. That fight not even worth the money. See, like both of them are straight. They don't need each other for shit, in my opinion. Carissa Shields don't need no Laila Ali. She's absolutely fine. She don't need Layla Ali. Layla Ali's having her own life. Think she married, have some kids, all types of stuff. 15 mil for her. Really? She got that shit quick and fast. I think that was bullshit. I think that was just for show. I don't think she really had that dough like that.
You know what my father would say? She's a generic wannabe.
That's crazy.
My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside of the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she has become a disappointment. She is a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture.
That was a dig right there. That was one. That was one. She did that. That was a dig right there, yo. But to be real, she's just proving a point. Like the image that she has, she don't want to have that. She made a whole new page just for this video. Y'all realize that I think she has a YouTube page. She made a new YouTube page just to put this on there. Like all the stuff, she's a TV personality. Like she gotta tread water. You gotta tread good waters. You feel what I'm saying? I remember it was people were saying it's something that happened right after she dropped that movie, and everybody was like, "Dang, you gonna do that right after you drop?" Was it the Papoose? Was it the Papoose thing? I don't know, but a lot of people was talking bad about it, about whatever she was doing or going through or whatever, and she had just dropped the movie. I'm just saying, like, it's just hard to put you to line her up with the people that hasn't done what she did and gone through what she gone through, like Serena Williams and Caitlin Clark and the people that actually won that ESPN award. But like I said, she got hers and won that ESPY. You feel me? Like she get her respect, bro. Carissa gets hers. That's crazy, yeah. His sponsor, they got money. Yeah, but they got money. They got money. They don't need each other for nothing. They don't need each other. And a new IG page for real? I didn't know that. I followed Laila and didn't realize how much she supported Carissa. She had the receipts on deck. Damn. No man should want to get on a panel and talk about that woman means to define her. Yo, to defend or urge. Right. I just, the colorism got me though. Like, I ain't like that he said that. And then GOAT status. She probably don't care nothing about Carissa, but she definitely using the situation to advantage. Yeah, I think so too. Because she knew she was going to get some shine. You feel what I'm saying? She knew she was going to get some shine. You know what I mean? By putting this shit out for real. I think she got 20,000 subs already. She just is like the only video on the damn channel. That's Pap's people that put up the money. Nevertheless, she got it. Laila never said she'll fight for 15 milli. Laila said she would consider it. Y'all NYs. Yeah. She did say that she would consider it. And I think that's the second part. I think the second part is about if she's going to fight Carissa or not.
Beneficial. Fuck them if they win against you. You don't need them bitches with you. Her man ain't got no balls, so you know he's big little. Not them fake hoes, do it for the real women. I ain't fuck this nigga.
It's sick that it's not a freestyle. It's sick that she's reading that shit. Shit is whack, yo.
2 years still bitches.
Not a good rapper at all.
Who they just so pretty, and just because they born light skin, that they just all that.
Hold on, because I know that was a mistake. Okay.
That they can come on people's shit talking shit.
See, that's what he came in here talking about too. Perfect. So he was trying to say that I was picking sides for Laila because I'm light skinned, like in the picture. Because I didn't have my camera on and I never seen that person unless that's just somebody that made another camera, made another picture, and made another page just to come in here and fuck with me. But this is what he was saying. It was prejudice or discrimination based on skin tone, even within the same race. So I'm being prejudiced on Clarissa, and I'm taking Laila's side because I'm light skinned. That's what that dude was saying, and that's why I didn't want his ass up here. He's lunching. If I had colorism, I would have never been a fan of Clarissa. And I don't know if y'all know, you go to my IG and scroll all the way to the bottom. That's my family. Tell me, is all of us light skinned in that picture? I have a sister that's darker than Clarissa and a brother.
I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes.
I had colorism. She done said she hate light skinned girls like 5 times, bro. She put us all in a box all the time. Salute to you, KMJ Network is in the house. What is popping with you, sir? Hold on, Cam. Damn. Okay. Did I? Hold on. Okay. I don't care for this fight. Nah. I said they don't need to fight. They don't need to. Top knockouts only 21. Laila gets knocked down. Just top knocks. Oh, I already looked it up. That's why I said what I said. It said that she never got knocked down. This is the 3rd time she's supposed to tell us if she's fighting Shields. It is? Damn. Rap's ass. It's worst Shields verse ever. Yeah, that was bad. It was bad. I really think Pat Poose was helping her when she made that whole little album or whatever. Like, remember when she came out with like 2 songs and it was about Alicia Baumgartner? Pat wrote that shit, yo. Pat Poose wrote that shit. That's how she rapped. Pat Poose rapped better though. You know what I mean? Women's boxing legend Laila Ali asserted that unless somebody has 15, 20 million, don't even call me. Right. Hey, y'all, she got so much money. Like, what would be the reason why she do it? You know what I mean? When speaking with interviewers earlier this month, she said that. Hold on. I like Clarissa, but she needs a ghostwriter. She's going to pursue music. She got Pat Poose, man. Pat Poose is the one. That's all she need, man. That's all she need is Pat Poose, bruh. You know the light skins always stick together, bruh. I'm not hating on I've never hated on nobody because of skin tone. That is crazy. It's absolute madness, man. But I've heard the hate come from darker skinned women to light skinned women, and I don't know why. It's a lot of men that don't talk to light skinned women, and they only like dark skinned women. Dark skinned women are very beautiful. Skin is very like, bro. I don't understand the hate. I don't understand it. Like I said, like you can look at my picture of my family. The only person missing out of that picture is one of my brothers. Okay, all of us are different skin tones. Like I never knew it was a problem. I'm from the country. And when I got around here, like when I started to move down here where Baltimore is, that's when I seen the colorism. I never knew it really existed. That shit is crazy though. It's a real thing. It's no bull. Salute to you, Blaze. Pound for Pound TV. What is good with you, sir? I'm brown skinned, and I think Clarissa is lying. It has nothing to do with skin color, and it's about a woman's character. Carissa has snake behaviors. She can't be trusted. I think that's why I think, yo, it's just a bad look to say, to even bring up light-skinned women when you're talking to somebody, and it don't have to do with nothing that nobody light-skinned. Like, seriously, like when she spoke to who? She said something about light-skinned women. Tank only like light-skinned women. When she was beefing with Cam, when she was beefing with Cam, like Mason Cam, she said to Cam, I bet you only like light-skinned girls to Cam. I was like, damn, like, shit. Stop saying that shit, bro. It's a bad look, man. Like, you know how many light-skinned people generally support you and probably like some of your biggest fans and shit. That's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all, bro. And regardless of how many people came, like, bro, women of all shades hate it, bro. It's not just, don't think it's just a light-skinned. It's light-skinned women that hate brown skin, dark skin, everybody. Come on, bro. All these people on this planet, you can't just sit here and say that all light-skinned women just hate your guts and shit like that, bro. I heard Krista Shields got problems with her own family members, and they're not even light-skinned. She said her family members hate her. I grew up during Laila's career. Trust me, Laila did for women's boxing what Tiger did for golf. Carissa is either lying, ignorant, or I think she don't know. That's why she said what she said about Laila's resume and that one girl she never fought. Alicia Transform, salute to you. I have never heard Carissa so quiet on social media. I heard that they was preparing to sue Laila Ali because this is messing up her image. I don't know how true that is, but I already seen a video about it. I don't even know who. I never seen that person before. It was on my homepage. Sure, she got a ghostwriter, and it's still ain't it for me. Cook Carissa. That she did at Rivals. That's not no good. That was her. That was her rapping. She ain't use papoose. Don't even do pap like that. All sis are beautiful. Exactly to very dark, bro. Go look at my IG page. I had a dark skinned sister. For real. She's real dark skinned. Not ugly at all. And none of us are ugly. Like, I'd never seen the hate for real until I moved down here to the city. I never seen it. Depending on Dev's mindset, I got Thurman, but Dev in his right mind with confidence. Man, we're going to talk about that next. Carissa ain't wearing her crown properly. Yeah. That's why I said the first thing Laila said, she should have just let that go. You know what I mean? Or just said something real slight. But that was it. Just let it go. I don't think it would have turned into nothing. I don't think it would have turned into absolutely anything. Carissa Shields could have had her as a loyal supporter and could have attended some of her fights. You know what I mean? Focus on herself and her brand and clearing out the rest in her era. Leave Laila alone. Laila don't want to fight her. I don't think she wants to fight her either. But if not, Norman, but utter destruction. The reason why to do it, because prove you better someone. Somebody calls you out. You come out and prove a point. Money don't mean anything. If Tyson come out of retirement, why can't she? And Tyson came out of retirement and bought a $5 million house in Miami with that money. I love my black queens. Carissa don't embarrass herself enough. I got Brian, but I think it's going to be a great fight. And I got Brian as well. I love all shades of brown. Beautiful is beautiful. By my preference is more towards the darker end. See, she act like nobody love her and shit like that. Like light-skinned women no, fuck, we don't. Light-skinned women don't have everybody. I'm telling you, it's a lot of men that don't fuck with light-skinned women at all. Like, they preference are dark-skinned women, trust me. Just like a lot of men preference are plus-size women that got to be 300 pounds or plus. It's people out there like that. The darker end of the spectrum. I've seen some absolutely beautiful dark-skinned women in my life. She got a complex. My husband is dark. He got into a ton of fights growing up because of his real. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But I just didn't know of it. I didn't know of it when I was growing up because I was from where I was from. I was from the country, and I went to a majority white school, elementary, middle, and high school. But we were all like the black people that went to the school was athletes, you know what I mean? Or they did something, they participated in school at some point in time or did something. So it was all right. It was a lot of racism, but I didn't really see any hate coming like that because of skin color. You feel me? Been like that. She needs to get help. Yeah. D1 said Carissa was hating on the light-skinned girls right in the video, and now people are coming in the chat acting like you've been prejudiced. But yeah, how when she said that stuff. Yeah, she said it. She said it. Let me get down in the chat. If she sues, that'll be crazy. Absolute mad work if she tries to sue. Absolute mad work. Mad work. I think it was clout. I think it was attention. I think it was for attention. Got what she wanted. And trending as hell. All right, she trending now. She trending real nice, real good. Y'all stick together. Stop playing. Stop playing. Wait a second. But you dark skin 2 cents? Like, look, don't answer that. I was just playing. Don't matter. Yeah, you talking to the dude? Yeah. I think I got like 2 seconds left on this video. Let's get it done.
I have a clear picture of what our relationship was and what exactly happened in the past that led to today. Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her accomplishments?
Nah.
So in part 2, I'm going to discuss that $15 million offer and finally answer the question everyone wants to know. Will I be coming back to boxing to get that knockout? If you want to know when part 2 drops, turn on your notifications.
She gonna drag it out and be like, I'm not fighting. She gonna be crazy as hell. I said not to answer the question 2 cents. It was just a joke. Later did it for attention too though. But it's all good, man. It's all good. I think both of them did it for attention. But it's all good. Ain't nobody care about color, bro. I'm surprised dude even came here and said that shit. But it ain't nothing about no damn color. Let me show y'all something real quick. Right quick. Where is it at?
Sparked 4. He kicked my one time, you guys. He beat the shit out of me. I mean, I haven't sparred him in a while, but he's really hard to hit, and he likes to box. He's working a lot on the inside now and stuff, so I kind of want to give it a shot again because at least I can like find him. But like when he was really boxing, he was really hard to hit, and then just boom, just catches you so quick.
I'm supposed to spar with him next week.
We're only sparring 4 rounds. Like I was getting ready to go to like the Olympic qualifier or something, and he just fought me like a Mexican. I'm like, you don't even fight like this. You're like, he deliberately kicked my. I don't know if it's because I was going up against his girlfriend or something, but the same weight class. But he whooped me. He whooped me. And even to this day, I'm like, Shakur, why'd you do that? He's like, my bad. Sparked 4. He kicked my one time, you guys. He beat the shit out of me. I mean, I haven't sparred him in a while, but he's really.
I know a lot of people probably think that's funny, and she said it with a smile on her face. But I think Shakur got it. And she said, I don't know if I was about to fight her. So, and she's telling this story in hindsight. Like this already happened years ago. So she knows for sure she did not fight his girlfriend. She's just saying, I don't know what it is, and just made up something. You feel what I'm saying? Why does he always portray signs that he don't like women? Why would you? But how many times have you heard a woman say that they sparred a male boxer and the male beat her up and he's a professional boxer? We've heard Clarissa say that she tried to beat up Earl Spence and she just said Earl Spence was strong, but she did not say that Earl Spence beat her up. And we've seen somebody that she say took padding out their gloves and she got dropped fighting some skinny dude in sparring because of the padding or whatever was taken out of the glove. Boxers don't be beating up girls, don't be beating up other girls when they be sparring. So why did he walk Michaela Mayer down? Like, what's up with that? I seen Michaela Mayer spar Carmel Moulton. Nobody beats up girls. Nobody does that shit. But Shakur did it. I just had to show that.
You don't drink.
No.
What led to that choice?
Because of I miss weight, and like me missing weight went viral. Like everybody.
704
So people know you miss weight because you was drinking?
Nah, they don't know because I'm drinking. This is the first time ever I'm saying.
Yes,
I was
B-Dog.
drinking
That's
red
my
wine
point.
and I was drinking too much of it.
Thank
I
you
was drinking
for saying
a
it. Not
bottle, and after a bottle, go to the club.
If you drink wine and smoke hookah, you a baddie to me.
No, tequila's a bad bitch. When I used to drink, I used to drink Henny out the bottle.
That's some gangsta Newark shit.
Yeah, you drinking.
Nah,
Why he stopped? Why he call it? And shout out to 2 Cent. 2 Cent, if you still in here, I seen this on 2 Cent channel. I recently downloaded TikTok like a month ago, so I was like, let me see this shit is on there, and that's where I found both of those videos, the one that I just showed you and this one. But I got a lot to say about this. All right, let me play it. Let me play it again from the top.
So that's two in the trenches. You don't drink.
No.
What led to that choice?
Because of I miss weight, and like me missing weight went viral. Like everybody is talking. Oh,
So people know you miss weight because you was drinking?
Nah, they don't know because I'm
this the
drinking.
first
This is the
time?
first time ever I'm saying this. I was drinking red wine and I was drinking too much of it. I was drinking a bottle, and after a bottle, go to the club.
If you drink wine and smoke hookah, you a baddie.
No, tequila's a bad bitch. When I used to drink, I used to drink Henny out the bottle.
Yo, how he gonna stop him from saying what he think? He gonna stop that man from saying his thoughts. He said, "Listen, man, if you drink wine and smoke hookah, I think you a baddie." He said, "No, tequila is you." No, you heard what he said. You heard what he said, man. Don't try to change what he said. You a baddie in his eyes. Don't try to change it to what it. Don't try to change. And that's one thing that Shakur be doing. A lot of people do it because especially when you're younger and you don't want to look a certain way. You try to change how somebody looking at you. For real. So what he say? He gonna say, "Oh well, I used to drink Henny out the bottle. I used to drink whatever, bro."
That's some gangsta Newark shit.
Yeah, you drinking tequila.
That's two in the trenches.
One more time.
You don't drink.
No.
What led to that choice?
Because of I miss weight, and like me missing weight went viral. Like everybody is talking. Oh,
So people know you miss weight because you was drinking?
Nah, they don't know because I'm
this the
drinking.
first
This is
time?
the first time ever I'm saying this. I was drinking red wine and I was drinking too much of it. I was drinking a bottle, and after a bottle, go to the club.
If you drink wine and smoke hookah, you a baddie to me.
No, tequila's a bad bitch. When I used to drink, I used to drink Henny out the bottle.
That's some gangsta Newark shit.
Yeah, you drinking tequila.
That's two in the trenches. You don't drink.
No.
What led to that choice?
Because of
1
I
pound,
miss weight.
yes.
And like me missing weight went viral.
Yes.
Like everybody.
Now,
is
I
talking,
want
oh,
people
So
to
people
know
know you
that's
miss
what
weight
he's
'cause you was
talking
drinking?
about.
Nah, they don't know because I'm
Shakur only missed weight one time, and he know it. He been honest right now. Didn't nobody know that shit? Maybe a couple people knew, but he never came out and told anybody why exactly he didn't make weight. You feel me? And this is when this man had 2 titles about to move up to 135, and he knew he was going to want to or going to challenge Devin Haney. Well, he was acting like he was going to challenge Devin Haney. The man only missed weight once, so he got to be talking about when he was about to fight Conceição or whatever his damn name is, the last fight he had at 130. Conceição said he did what he needed to do to make weight. He said it was hard for him, and Shakur should have tried and made weight. Shakur said, "I was pissing orange. That's why I couldn't make weight." Now it makes a little bit more sense because wine fucks you up. And if you're drinking a whole bottle of wine and smoking hookah, being that you're an athlete, you sweat a lot, and you're working out and working towards to try to cut weight, bro, you knew you was dead wrong. Biggie Smalls, you knew you was wrong. Now I heard, I have to agree because I did hear 2 Cent say this. Like I said, I seen this on her video. I think it was a video, but bro, I never knew that he was like that. I thought that he was better than that. You know what I mean? Just like they said about Devin, he's so disciplined and stuff. I thought Shakur was that disciplined guy. I thought he was, you know what I mean, on the same line of discipline like Bud, like Terrence Crawford. But hell no, Terrence Crawford don't smoke, don't drink. But damn it, you said you was drinking wine out the bottle and smoking hookah. We already seen T.O. smoking hookah. Damn, does everybody smoke hookah that's in boxing? Y'all got a meetup spot? That's crazy, yo. That's crazy for the people in the back. One more time.
The first time ever I'm saying this. I was drinking red wine and I was drinking too much of it. I was drinking a bottle, and after a bottle, go to the club.
If you drink wine and smoke hookah, you a baddie to me.
No, tequila's a bad bitch. When I used to drink, I used to drink Henny out the bottle.
That's some gangsta Newark shit.
Yeah, you drinking tequila.
That's two in the trenches. You don't drink.
No.
What led to that choice?
Because of I missed weight, and like me missing weight went viral. Like everybody is talking. Oh,
So people know you missed weight because you was drinking?
Nah, they don't know because I'm drinking. This
time?
the first time ever I'm saying this. I was drinking red wine and I was drinking too much of it. I was drinking a bottle, and after a bottle, go to the club.
If you drink wine and smoke hookah, you a baddie to me.
No, tequila's a bad bitch. When I used to drink, I used to drink Henny out the bottle.
That's some gangsta Newark shit.
Yeah, you drinking tequila.
That's
And I think he's seen him drink tequila. That's probably why he said tequila, and that shit's that's a bad. That's crazy. That's crazy. But okay. Yeah, he was a bad B. He was a bad B. Conceição should have kicked him in the ass. I knew she could have fight someone significant. ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Oh, hold on. Pissing Henny as out this red wine. That's crazy, yo. Why are you drinking wine though? Yeah, he built different. I didn't know what it was then, but I think we all knew it was some bullshit. Yeah, I knew it was some bullshit. It was fishy. He confirmed when he said he could have lost it. We all knew his pops always had Shakur on point with weight. Yeah, he did. That's a fact. Maybe so, David. Salute to you. Everybody hit the like button. Please sub to the channel if you haven't subbed to the channel already. Baddie though, ain't that? Yeah, there's supposed to be some shit you say about women, but evidently Shakur knew it all too well. He said, no, it's the saying. What it is if you drink tequila and smoke hookah, you a baddie. You got that wrong, player. That's basically what he said. That baddie shit is different. That shit different. Red wine. That shit is different. He also said he ain't takes to pay to fight. Yeah, I was just about to get to that. Just about to get to that, man. Now, listen. Shakur has a training center at his house. I remember he put it out there on blast like a couple weeks ago. Now, listen, it takes a long time to put that stuff in your house. I mean, he could have did it overnight. You know what I'm saying? But he made space to do that. You feel me? We don't know how long that shit really been up and running. And you know what I mean? We don't know how long he had that footage before he dropped it. That man got a training center at his house. So when he say I stayed at home to train for Zepeda, bruh's cap, that's really not saying much. But that's what a lot of YNs do now. And Shakur's a professional at doing that shit, saying something to make you think something that he really actually didn't say. He didn't actually say that. You know what I mean? He's making you think that he didn't train. He was training at home. He didn't really do stuff. But really, then they got a whole training center with a ring and everything at his house. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do. You feel me? He was swelling when he said that shit, y'all. And I heard he said he gave himself a 3 out of 10 for the fight, y'all. Oh my gosh. A 3 out of 10. But I do remember him hurting his hand. I remember him hurting your hand. I remember him had to redate the fight. I remember shit happening. So maybe you did train at your house, but still you have a gym at your house. I don't think he's being honest about the 3. I think he's looking at it as a lot of people giving him props for that fight. So what should you do to make yourself seem greater? You should downgrade it. You should downgrade your performance and say it was mediocre, since everybody think it's all that, and be like, oh, well, I have more in the tank. I have more to show. That wasn't nothing. You know, this is what Shakur does very well. He does it very well. We've been tricking the boxing game for too long. Like I said, he was talking about Shakur, not Tank, when Keyshawn Davis said that shit. No, that's gay. Yeah, it is. It is, though. Score a wild boy. He a wild boy. say you a baddie because you drink Henny and smoke hookah. No, he said it because he drank wine and smoke hookah. I know he worked hard. He worked hard. I'm not trying to hear that. He can say that shit to other fans and they believe it, or to the, you know, the casuals or whatever. But hell no, I'm not believing that shit at all. Not for 1 second. Light skin, stop it. Stop that shit, yo. Light skin shit is crazy. That light skin shit is crazy. That shit is wild. Hold on, there was something else about Shakur. That shit about him admitting to drinking is crazy to me, though. For real, for real. That's absolute madness. Yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say about. Stop. Why that happen? About Shakur. Now, Boots hit Lima too many times on his bean, and the fight was over. That's really all. And you can't even really say much about that fight. But I really appreciate the fact that Boots called out everybody at 154. I like that. I like that he called out everybody at 154, and he said what he said with a little twist on it. That's all we've been wanting, Boots. That's all we've been looking for. You feel me? That's all we've been wanting, is for you to say, just talk a little greasy, just a tiny bit. Just a little bit ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. After saying all of that, I made a little video. Jamel Charlo is in Hawaii. He said he'd been there for 2 months. They bring up Boots, and he said Boots is a great fighter, but I'll give him all types of problems. They kept bringing up him fighting Boots, and he was like, why y'all keep bringing him up? As if like that, you know, he don't want him next. You feel me? So, you know, I heard Lubin say if he fight Boots next, he'll be doing Boots a favor. Like, bro, so people can say what they want, but he just kind of was disrespectful. You feel me? On the mic after fighting Lehman. I understand. And people talking greasy, even Lubin in his interview, Lubin was like, you got Devin coming up and up to welterweight at 147 and challenging the champion. I can respect that. But you got Boots coming up here and getting a tune-up. Like, what is that? I'm like, damn, okay, so everybody got a little bit to say about him, but nobody want him next. Like, y'all gonna have to do something. Don't play with me, all right? Don't play with me 154. It's too many of y'all at the weight class to be playing any, mini, miny, mo. Let's get it. Somebody got to fight the man. I'm so down with Boots fighting Virgil Ortiz next, but Boots got to fight a name next. Absolutely. Absolutely. A name and somebody that actually, you know what I'm saying, that's up there in the rankings should be next on Boots' menu, for real. And they should be ecstatic to fight him. Somebody should have already stepped up to fight him, in my opinion. If he give himself a 3 out of 10 for the Zepeda fight, and it went through way I thought it did. He got fucking punched on, and he knows it. If he give him a 3 for that, for a fight he won, what do you give for the other fights? For that Edward De Los Santos fight that you swear up and down that you shouldn't give Edward De Los Santos a rematch, but you walking around saying that Tank should and has an obligation to get that work back with Lamont Roach. Probably made that up too. Tricking the game for too long. That shit was funny when he said that shit. Tricking the game for too long was funny. Shakur got peer pressured into fighting Zepeda like that. It seemed like it. It seemed like he wanted to prove a point, because right after he did it, he was saying that how he'll never fight nobody like that again. I was like, damn, that was like one of your exciting fights. Shit. I love that he did that. Called out Boots. Yeah, he called out him. He did. He did say that. He did say that in the beginning, and then later on, the kids kept saying, "Fight him, fight him." Next, he said, "Y'all keep talking about Boots. I don't think he want to fight this dude next in his city, yo. He'll say that shit, and I'm down. If he go to Boots' team, and he, Jamal can be a little loudmouth at times, man. Let it be known. Let us know that you try and fight Boots next. Let that shit be known. I'm with it." Lubin was talking crazy. Yeah, a little bit. He was talking some stuff. Lubin kept saying that he wants to rematch Fondor and Charlo, he want to keep doing that. That's what's on his mind to do. I was like, yo, I feel him and can respect that, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't. I really don't. Boots will beat the career out of Lubin. Yeah. Yeah. Title and the so-called boogeyman. They got to want to fight him. Actually, plain and simple. Yeah, they don't. I don't think they want to. That's what I'm saying. Everybody got a lot to say, but nobody want to fight Boots next. Talking about he had to get a tune-up and all. All right, we'll fight him then. Put that whole fire out. You know, you got a backing and shit. He coming in your division, smack him around. Let's go. Like, what's the big deal? 154 has way too much talent in it for the games to be played. I'm not trying to deal with it at 154 right now. It's too much. Crazy. I still can't believe Laila will be 48 in December. Exactly. She looks stunning, doesn't she? She looks real good. Salute to you, Victor. What is good with you? Salute. We're all getting old. Yeah, everybody's getting old. No, he got to get a tune-up. You don't run into Boots fight. You talking about Lubin? No, you talking about Jamal. You talking about Jamel Charlo. Jamel priced himself out of the Boots fight? When he do that, Blaze? He should stay away from both of them. Bro, I'm definitely not trying to hear no. Oh man, you just made me think. I'm not trying to. I really hope Charlo ain't on no pay me what I'm worth type shit. No disrespect. He's worth money, and regardless if he has titles or not, but I'm not trying to not see fights because the money wasn't there. It wasn't enough money. Y'all, come on, bro. Especially after getting that payday from Canelo. I'm not trying to see him say the money was the problem. But I'm also not trying to see Eddie Hearn try to give Jamel Charlo $1 million or $1 million to fight Boots. It's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. You can't give him that type of money. I don't know. Fondora got even better. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Fedora got even better. Yeah, he did. He learned how to use that reach in a way that helps his slow ass hand speed get off some punches. He keeps that person busy with his jab hand and he actually just flicks it out there, not really trying to land something until he does. And the fighters don't really know if he's really trying to punch at the dude. Like, they be waiting. I know Tim was just waiting. Tim Tszyu was just waiting. I'm like, bro, if you don't hit cuz, it's going to be hard to beat Fondora, man. It really is. They know what they was doing with that damn scientific experiment. Lab ass nigga. Charlo saved Fondora, ducking him. Yeah. He said he don't think Fondora want to fight him, and he said he's not gonna mess with Thurman because Thurman be injuring himself too much. He get injured too much, and he'll waste his money. Salute to you, GD. What is good with you, King? Definitely appreciate you sliding through. Charlo ain't never been on no BS. Nah, he ain't never been on no BS. Him or his brother. Well. Jamel is asking for $10 million to fight Boots. Stop. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Yo, Eddie, cheap ass. It's too many fights at 154 to put $10 million into Jamel, especially coming off the little layoff that he took, the vacation he took. I ain't getting old. Fuck that. Bet that Victor said he ain't having it. But Eddie do be lowballing fighters. Yeah, man. And it's too many fighters at 154. You know what I mean, Queen? It's too many fighters to, man, I don't know how Eddie gonna do it with Boots. I really don't know. What is Jamel worth to fight Boots? Man, it's $10 million is just something that I just don't see Eddie doing. You know what I mean? You would have to get Turkey to want to fight. And seeing that he lost to Canelo and haven't been in the game since then, Turkey don't really know of Jamel. He probably know of him, but not like that to want to put 10 million in him to fight Boots. With all them other names up there. Salute to you, Lee Jackson. Salute to you. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. I don't know, man. Jamel should either get a belt and let Boots get the rest. Fight for undisputed, and I think that's what he wanted, so he could use that to his advantage. Boots want undisputed at 154. He said he coming for everything. Did not ask for 10 million. That's cap. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. Eddie is full of ish. He wants Boots, but doesn't want to give up the bread. Exactly. He sure as hell was giving it up for Canelo. Yeah, boy, he was giving the booty up for Canelo. What? He was giving up the treasure for Canelo's ass. You better believe it. Speaking of Eddie said Devin Haney is afraid of getting hit. That's something we've all observed, Mr. Hearn. We've all talked about the fact that Devin looks like he's scared to get hit for quite some time now. We've been talking about it. And in my opinion, Devin really hasn't shown much growth. You feel me? Like, the best Devin we've seen was versus Lomo. And you can say we've seen parts of his game or how he fights his other style, because he got the style that he fought with Loma and he got the style that he fought with Regis for real. You know what I'm saying? Where he tried to be more dangerous versus the Regis fight and sit down on more punches. And it was more of a boxing technical style fight versus Lomachenko. Like, in my opinion, that's what I seen from Devin, is them two styles. And I don't think he's really progressing that much to keep up with the people that's in the weight class that he's in right now, being 147. In my opinion, I thought 140 had a couple of people in there that would give Devin Haney a good challenge, but he moved up quickly, I believe, after having one fight or two fights. After having two fights at 140, he's moved up. I think the fight that he just had with Ramirez was catch weight. And now this is his first fight at 147, being that it's a title fight versus Brian Norman Jr. I respect the fight, but I can't give a fighter respect for taking the fight. You feel me? Being that his ambition is his ambition, I get that part. But him moving up and challenging a champion, you shouldn't give him props like, oh, you know what I mean? That's a hard fight, and he deserved props for taking a hard fight, bro. He a champion. You shouldn't have. If he didn't have a title and he was taking this fight, then I can maybe see some props. But I'm not in the business of giving consolation prizes. This is boxing. You feel me? This is absolute boxing. I'm not giving nobody a consolation prize for signing to fight something to do better on his career. This is great for his career. It's great for his career. It's an opportunity he should have begged for, not something that people should be like, oh, I'm sorry. I should give him a round of applause for even taking this fight, bro. He's a champion. This is what Devin wants. This is what he needs. He's lucky that he's going to 147 after putting up the type of fight he just did versus Jose Ramirez and then losing, getting it taken off his record versus Ryan Garcia. He's fighting a champion without having to fight nobody else at 147. Like I've always said, it's not like, I mean, come on, bro. He's not like he necessarily just moved up and challenged the champion. He moved up and took a catch weight. I mean, he lost to Ryan first and then got that taken off his record, took a catch weight, and then now he's fighting actually at welterweight. You feel me? Like, so I respect the fight, but so what that he took it? He's supposed to take it. He's a champion. Brian Norman, the champion. He's supposed to take it. Like, bro, that's how I look at that shit. I'm not looking at it like he did something that's so far-fetched. You know what I mean? And that's like saying that it's a guarantee that Devin gonna get stopped or something. And I know people really don't even believe that. It's a lot of people saying that Devin is gonna win. So why give him respect for fighting a champion if he's going to win? Like, for real, think about that. Fight. Oh yeah, I already read that. Shit. Brian Norman Jr. should introduce extra paperwork to prevent lawsuit afterwards. I hope nothing happens. I hope nothing happens after this fight. Nothing happens on the lead up. Nothing happens during it. I hope it's a fair fight for both fighters. I hope the referee don't do nothing shady. I hope the judges don't do nothing shady. I hope afterwards everybody's clean and we can get on with our boxing careers and this boxing life without another drug test going bad. That shit wasn't cool. It fucked everything up for real. But you're right, Slogan. Brian Norman Jr. should have the Haney sign NDA damn for whatever happens in there. It's kind of facts though, yo. Kind of facts. V called him out before he got to 47 or 44, if you will. You're right, he did. He did call him out. Because I think they were saying something. Like Bill be talking a lot. Hibernating. He hibernating. They said he getting swole. They said he was getting swole. You know what I'm saying? He hibernating, he gonna come out. The bear gonna come out with all the fat taken off of him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be showing muscle and ribs. Devin about to take a nap. That's what I feel. I feel like he's gonna lose. I don't know about taking a nap, but I don't think he's gonna win though. For real, they should amend the contract and add an anti-litigation clause into the contract. Damn. Salute to you, Shell. What is good with you, son? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. Devin about to be dreaming, Haney. Damn. The dream. That's crazy as hell. Meaning he going to sleep. Every time Devin does what a fighter's supposed to do, his fans make it like it's something nobody else can do or did. That's a fact. Hold on. I do apologize. My bad. Eyes back. Devin Bryan are just men. Just two men getting in the ring. May the best man win. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. I don't got a real dog in the fight. I like Brian Norman Jr., but I mean, it is what it is. If he get beat, he get beat, and he's him and his daddy lying. If he get beat, and you've been treating Boots this way and that way when you sparring, but you go in here and get outboxed by Devin after the chain of events that's happened to Devin. Yeah, somebody's not telling the full indeed truth. What if Devin lasts all 12 though? I think he might. That's what I'm saying. I just don't think he's going to win though. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win enough rounds. I think he probably going to be staying away from. Like, you got to beat the champion, bro. I don't think this is set up for Devin to win like that. And this Brian Norman Jr. ain't going to sit and just watch him run around the ring like Jose Ramirez did. It ain't going down like that, pimping. Devin became undisputed. There's only 11 male boxers who have accomplished that in the 4-belt era. But I got Brian Norman Jr. defeating him. I do too, just because of the style that Devin Haney has been accustomed to fighting for the last 10 years. That and the fact that Brian Norman Jr. has a reach advantage on him. And that he's never fought nobody like Brian Norman Jr., but Brian Norman Jr. has fought good boxers. Remember, he sparred Boots a bunch of times. And he's fought boxers with Devin Haney's genetic makeup. Basically, his stats, his size, and, you know what I mean, his strengths, the jab. I think he's gonna do a little bit of skating. If Devin stand there and beat up Brian Norman Jr., I really think Brian Norman Jr. and his pops is respectful enough to the sport of boxing to take that loss like men and be like he was just this and he was just good. And give Devin his props. And if that happened, I'm gonna look at Devin the way that I never did since he became a pro. And that'll be a very good thing. But I definitely don't think that's gonna happen. I don't. Devin lose to young, strong fighters in his age range. Devin better run around just a little bit, 2 cents. No, I'm not saying you can't stand there, but I think it's gonna be a lot of running around. But if you stand there and do it, man, I'll look at that man differently. But that's how they be saying. They be saying it like if he matter of fact, I'll just paint this picture. If he standing there like the way he stood there versus Ryan, he was standing there versus Ryan. That's why that happened. He was standing there. He was standing there. I think Ryan had an inch reach advantage on Devin, and so does Brian. Has a reach advantage. Ain't crazy. He lost to Ryan about to fight Brian. I just don't know. I don't know. Randall gave Junior a good stay away defensive fight, but Junior won. I need to go back and look at that fight. But I really didn't watch the whole thing. I need to go back and look at that fight and see what it is. Because I want to make another video about Devin and Brian Norman Jr. I need to watch that fight before I do it. Hold up. T.O. My guy, T.O. That's what I wanted to talk about, T.O. T.O. is an attention whore. Just being honest, I gotta say it the way I gotta give it to you straight. I gotta say it the way it is. T.O. is an attention whore. Okay? He does this a lot, man. And the fact that Shakur is attaching his name to him because he want to fight, he's gonna try to drag this out. He's gonna try to make this. Now that he knows people are looking at his tweets and stuff to see what's going on, he's gonna try to drag it out. That's why he asking people about other fights and shit like that. You didn't do that shit before, and then when you did, you didn't fight nobody we wanted you to fight any damn way. Like, so what difference does it make? T.O. hasn't been doing shit. He's been doing absolutely shit. Okay? T.O. been at 140 since the beginning of 2022. He's been a champion at that weight class for 3 years. And he said no to more names than he actually fought at that weight class. Salute to you, Rod Walker. What is good with you, son? Definitely appreciate you for coming through, King. He said he learned his lesson from just standing there. I seen Devin working hard on his left hook, though. And the way he was, man, throwing that little medicine ball, the way it looked like a indoor shot put. The way he was throwing that shit, like, bro, you better not throw your left hook like that during the fight. You better not. You better not throw your lead left hook like that, son. What the hell? Who the hell you think you fooling? Who do you think you fooling? The way he was throwing that ball up against the wall like that, hell no, son. That's not going to work. That's not going to get her done, Chief. That's not going to get her done. That's not how you throw no damn lead left. He was wide. He was throwing that shit wide as hell. I don't know what type of practice that was or what he was doing it for real. It looked like you fuck around and injure your shoulder the way he was throwing it. But you better not throw no lead hook like that during the fight. You better not, yo. For real. Hopefully we get a good fight, though. Yeah, I agree. Photo dump Thursday. Seriously, yo. He was wild. Tia already looking for a way out to fight one more of the most. Right? Teal rub everybody the wrong way. I know, and everybody can admit it. Don't nobody take it easy on Teal, and he don't deserve it. He don't deserve that shit, son. If they fight though, I got Teal losing. Teal can't box for real, bro, unless you're coming forward and approaching him. I think when he's styling and he feels it, his defense sucks. His defense is ass. He's just not fight. Like Josh Taylor was beyond it. He wasn't the same fighter that he once was when Teal fought him. It's just Teal was talking with such delusion. He sounded like he needed to be in a straitjacket. Everybody went with Josh Taylor because of how Teal was talking, how he was sounding. But Josh Taylor was used goods. He was past it. That's why he almost lost. And matter of fact, should have lost to Claggett. I mean, not Claggett. What's his name? Jack Catterall. And Catterall dropped him and stuff. Then he fought. He took a year off again and then talked about how he was drinking and partying all the time and shitting his money away. And then he fought T.O. And remember, T.O. fought. Matter of fact, I want to be sure about this. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up T.O. box rec. Give me 1 second. I want to be sure. Teofimo Lopez. The takeover. His ass is right here. 22-1 with 13 knockouts. Okay. All right. Lomachenko was his fight. Matter of fact, let me share my screen. Shit, why not? Lomachenko was the fight that he had, right? This fight right here, Lomachenko. This fight was in 2020 at 135 pounds, and he won by unanimous decision. After that, this was a year after, okay? This is a whole year in between. That's when he fought George Kambosos Jr., and he took that L. That's when he lost, and he got dropped in the very first round, and then he dropped Kambosos in the 10th round, and he lost by split decision. Okay, I think Kambosos deserved that win too. I don't think Teal was robbed. I heard some people say that before, but that fight was at 135. That's when he stopped fighting at 135, when he lost some titles to Kambosos, and he fought Pedra and moved up to 140. This was his, I guess, I can't call it tune-up, but this was his first fight at 140. All right, this was damn near a year. This was 11 months in between each other when he fought Pedra. 4 months after that is when he fought Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin, in my opinion, won that fight. Lopez got dropped in the second round. In my opinion, that's the only drop. That's the only one they counted. I think he got dropped 3 times. Don't y'all remember that fight? How many times did Sandor drop him in that fight for real? I know they called one of them, but how many times did he get dropped for real? Teal gonna fight some dude from the UK that nobody ever heard of. Watch. I can see that too. Teal needs to retire. He ain't doing much but running his mouth. That's a fact. I've been running it for a while. Teal a whore first. Who just wants to, he does. He attention whore. The fuck is you doing, right? Josh Taylor left his best on the ring, in the ring with Regis. Yeah, that was a good fight, yo. And he looked like his eye got hit by a tire arm, man. Regis Prograde was hitting the shit out of Josh Taylor, but they was just standing there rocking sock him. Like, he ain't use no footwork at like the middle of the fight. In the rest of the fight, like the middle of the fight on, it was just standing in the middle of the ring, swinging punches. Salute to you, Trick Note. Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Salute to you, Rod. Okay, nah, I seen you, Rod Walker. He say Sandor beat Teal also. They gifted him that. Yeah, I think so. I agree. I think Sandor won that fight. Definitely won 2 or 3 times. That's what I'm saying. I know he dropped him twice. I thought it was twice. I mean, 3 times. No bull. He was check hooking the shit out of Teal. And this is why we know Teal can't fight well coming forward, because that's what he was doing with Sandor. Sandor was being patient. he was using footwork. And as we see now, didn't Sandor fight Chulo, the guy that's at 140 that just lost to Matias? Bruh, I put more respect on Sandor's name after watching that fight. Sandor got a chin and all of that, bruh. But that's the fight that we seen that we knew Tio can't fight coming forward. He can't fight. He can't fight. He has to have somebody coming forward to him. You know what I'm saying? That's when Tio does what he do. I'm gonna go watch that fight. Yeah, he beat Tio ass in my opinion. For sure. Should have been knockdowns. And I think they did that shit because they was trying to pump up Tio's name at that time when he was coming up in weight. You think Sandor beat him too? Sandor, I'm telling you, Sandor, you got to put a little bit of respect. That was a great fight. Put a little respect on Sandor's name. Pulo, yeah, that's his name. Tio got the most gift wins in boxing besides Canelo. I didn't even really think about it like that, yo, but you probably got a point. You probably got a point, yo. It's 6 months after that Sandor Martin fight where he got embarrassed. And isn't this the fight when he was like, do I still got it? Is that the fight where he said I still got it? And that's when he moved up and fought Josh Taylor. He moved up, not moved up, but that was his next fight in Josh Taylor. And that's where he got that title at 154. I mean, at 140. And he wasn't nothing, though. Like, Josh Taylor wasn't nothing. He was beyond it. But since this man, that's what I'm saying, the man moved up to 140, and he fought Pedro Campo, Sandor Martin, which arguably beat him and dropped him. We seen him hit the mat. He got his title from Josh Taylor and been staying away from the other champions in the weight class and good competition since then. We already heard of the people he said no to. Elvis Rodriguez, freaking, he just fought Barbosa. I don't know what took him so long. That shit was easy. Barbosa was just looking at him the whole damn time. You got Subriel Matias called him out numerous times, called him the P word, actually. You know, I think Richardson, Africa, Richardson Hitchens called him, like it's so many people he said no to turn around and fight Jermaine Ortiz, which was a stinker. That fight was so dry because Jermaine Ortiz was using lateral movement and didn't approach Tio. Tio didn't know what to do during the damn fight. Steve Claggett, somebody we really didn't even know of. Claggett had 7 losses and 2 draws and gave Tio all he can handle. Tio face, his 2 eyes was red. Like he had scar damage. Looked like his shit was bubbling. He was bleeding. He was getting beat up. He was getting beat up in the fight. But both of these was last year. He fought twice last year, as he usually don't. Well, he didn't previously. And this year, he just got Honor Barbosa on his resume. That's it, yo. This is his best win because he got the best record, 32-0. That's his best win on his entire resume because of the record. But other than that, Lomachenko and Honor Barbosa is his best wins of his resume. His best wins. I can't stand Tio. I don't think he's going to do much. I really don't, as far as fighting Shakur. I don't think that's going to happen. That's one fight that I don't believe until I see the motherfuckers walking down the ring. You remember Tio, when he was going to fight Kambosos, that fight got pushed back and they changed the date of that fight like 5 times. And he don't sell. He don't sell at all. I don't know where Tio father been. Have y'all seen Tio dad? It'll be crazy. I know Tio dad ain't gonna be able to shut up if he do fight Shakur Stevenson. As I heard, Shakur Stevenson know what happened with that, him calling I think Keyshawn Davis the N-word or something like that, and the fight breaking out. It's so much stuff, man. It'll be nice if they did fight. I'm for it. I'm here for it. I'll watch it. I got Shakur winning that fight. But I don't think Tio want no smoke with nobody for real. Nobody for real of any significance. Nobody that will give him a good fight. I think Teal will be scared. Teal just want to hold the title, in my honest opinion. He just want to hold something for as long as possible. Sandor was the still got it fight. Yeah. Then he fought Steve Claggett. Sandor Martin put his ass on. He know what it was. He know them shits. He got dropped those times and they didn't call it. He know what it is. Balanced matchup makes a good fight, a good fair fight. Teal only looked good versus Taylor and Barbosa. At 140, the rest of the division will cook him. That's a fact. I don't think he's standing. Come on, bro. How you gonna be? How your ambition is so high to fight Boots and Bud, but you don't want to fight no other champions that got a title at 140. And you're the guy that talk about accolades and shit like that all the time. And you talk about you always want more money, bro. If you be unified at 140, you might get more money. Teal's the only person that his actions don't match shit that he say when he be crying about boxing and his competition. And Jermaine beat him too. Yeah, it's like he got like 3 gift decisions for sure. For sure. He got 3 gift decisions. He the same guy that got dropped in his pro debut. Teal's just Teal's different. I don't like him though. Sandor is a difficult fight for anyone. Devin avoided a fight. Yes, he did. Devin and Eddie helped him. You remember Eddie was like, Devin is going to drop the belt if he has to fight Sandor Martin. They asked Eddie Hearn why. And he was like, because nobody's going to pay for it. We can't afford the fight or some shit like that. They don't have the money for it. It's going to be too dry. Bruh, after seeing Sandor Martin fight Pulo, I'll watch that fucking fight with him versus Devin. You better believe it. But I'm going to keep saying it. Forget Sandor because Sandor's at 140. Bring on Karen that went 24 rounds with Boots. If Devin want to show something that he better than, remember he talked greasy about Boots' jab or something like that. He didn't do it on the elite level. I did it on the elite level. He said something about Boots one day or something about he tried to fight Boots and he was acting like Boots and his team or Boots didn't want to fight him or whatnot. Go in there and beat up Karen. Karen went 24 rounds. That's what we say about Kambosos. Kambosos went 24 rounds with you. So when people went in there and dusted off Kambosos, it meant something. If you go in there and dust off Karen Devin Haney, it means something to me. I know that much. He don't want to fight nobody. I was never high on Loma. I wasn't either. He got hyped from the amateurs. A grown man fighting kids, that's a fact, but lost all of his big fights since turning pro. And that's true too. Teal reads books upside down. He is illiterate. Yo. Teal sounds like Dr. Umar. It's them, not me. I want to fight. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Man, I wanted to say salute to everybody that came in the building, man. I've been in here for a little minute. I've said everything I needed to say. I wanted to also say though, I'm highly looking forward to who is it? The Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach fight. I heard that Lamont Roach was shocked and appalled that he's not the A side and considered to be the winner of the fight. He don't got the odds. Basically, he's shocked that everybody don't think that he's going to win this fight hands down. I think that Pitbull is a wildfire unless you are a boxer type with a good jab and a good chin and you know how to move, that's the only time I'm going to count Pitbull out and be like, he ain't going to win. But I haven't seen that from Lamont Roach, and he doesn't have the dynamics. Like, he's not way taller than Pitbull or have a crazy reach advantage on Pitbull. Like, he don't got that. Like, he might got the ability to move around and the good chin and the ability to box him, but I have never seen that from Lamont Roach. But I haven't watched all his fights. Maybe somebody can tell me that he got that in his tool bag. But I don't know. Like, I've never seen him do that shit. And you have to fight Pitbull in a certain type of way, in my opinion. Am I wrong? Can you go in there and like fight like all willy-nilly and just fight Pitbull any type of way? No, I think it's a certain way you gotta fight Pitbull. It's certain things you gotta look out for. Certain things that he do, you gotta capitalize on. That's what boxing is. You feel me? And for the I don't think it's a big reach difference when it comes to them two fighters. I think it's like around the same reach. Like they're gonna be close to each other. You feel me? Lamont Roach never been a knockout artist. I think his knockout percentage is like 40%. Pitbull was named a Mexican Mike Tyson. You feel me? Like Pitbull got knockouts. Pitbull, I think, sits almost everybody on their back pockets that he's fought. If he didn't, he probably stopped him, TKO standing up, or he maybe lost. You feel what I'm saying? But I think Pitbull is a wild card in this fight. I think Pitbull is going to beat Lamont Roach, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe Lamont Roach know what he's doing. His team and his dad know what he's doing, and they looking at Pitbull as food. I think they talking about Pitbull like he's food. I don't think that he's sleeping on him as far as training, sleeping on Pitbull, but I think he's looking at him like he's food. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like Pitbull has the ability to be very responsible in the ring. When I seen him fight a few times, but when I seen him fight Tank, he fought him different. He didn't fight Tank all wild and shit like that. His defense was really kind of the best defense he's had in boxing when he fought Tank Davis. Like his hands stayed up. That's one thing he do is keep his hands up. You feel me? And Lamont Roach is really good at keeping his hands up. Lamont Roach will have to wait and pick for his time to time the wild punches that Pitbull decides to throw, or those overhand punches that Pitbull throws. He will have to time that correctly, and he will have to have good punch choices. You know what I mean? When Cruz is throwing his hooks, you feel me? Cruz, in my opinion, he keeps his hands up so well that you only have a good chance to hit him clean when he's already thrown a punch. That's how well he keeps his hands up and his arms tight within his body. And he's like a turtle shell. Like I said, you got the Philly shell. He got his own fucking shell. His shell is a turtle shell. All that shit is covered up. That man's chin and body is covered up. You feel me? That shit is only really open when he's throwing punches. And that's what you've seen versus Rolly. When Rolly was getting his clean when Pitbull was punching, but that's when he got hit too. He got hit clean. Both of them got hit clean. You feel me? It's just Pitbull had a better chin because Rolly was hitting him with some hellacious punches with all his power, all his might. You feel me? And he was doing the same damn thing. Pitbull was hitting him with all his power. He was doing the same thing. In my opinion, it's really hard to hit that man clean with a flush shot unless he's already thrown a punch. So that's what Lamont Roach will have to do. I think Lamont Roach is probably feeling himself. He's smelling his draws. He don't think his shit stinks. And because he went to a distance with Tank, being that people said that he went to a draw. I mean, he went to a draw in the amateurs with Tank, and he tried to get it overturned and whatnot then. And after all of these years, and Tank's so big, you feel me? He's so big in boxing, and Lamont Roach is where he is in boxing, and then they fight each other and come to a draw again. Yeah, he's smelling himself like a motherfucker. And I don't know why he chose to fight Pitbull Cruz, but I'm for it. You feel me? Because it was Richardson Hitchens said Richardson Hitchens fight at 140 and he got a title. And he chose to fight Pitbull Cruz instead of Richardson Hitchens. You feel me? I think Richardson Hitchens would have dusted Lamont Roach off, in my opinion, just because of the height, the reach, and the boxing ability. But let's see what y'all say. Jesus, who keep doing that? Hold on. So Amazon's outside. Amazon will beat anybody's shit to get in this building and drop off their package. They on a time schedule. They don't care. Amazon people doing that shit. I'm shocked and appalled it's on pay-per-view. Damn. That's crazy. The fights on pay-per-view with Lamont Roach, that's crazy. Yo, for real, yo, let's talk about this, man. That joint on pay-per-view, look at what Tank did. Tank turned both of y'all into a pay-per-view fight. Because both of y'all wasn't doing shit before y'all fought Tank. And one lost and the other one got a draw. And now both of y'all are a pay-per-view fight. That's wild, bro. Foster versus Fulton. That's a great fight. On the card also, I might have to go down to San Antonio to see that fight on 12/6. Okay. Okay, Rod Walker, be in the building then. That's what's up, though. When you go to fight show, the fighters always be walking around in the back. That's where you get them good pictures and interviews. Pitbull is not getting KO'd. He has taken a lot of shots in his head, but his neck is thick and his head is hard. Yeah, I don't think Lamont know what it is, yo. I don't think he know what it is yet. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out, boss. I can't wait to see that fight. Pitbull has a legit fan base. Yeah, he do. Lamont is a dog. He going to handle his business against Pitbull. I can't wait to watch that shit, Blaze. I can't wait. If Roach boxes Cruz, he beats him. He does not adjust when he's boxed from range. Yeah, he just to keep throwing that overhand right. We're going to see what time it is. Got a punch with his little bitty ass. Or in between. Yeah. Roach has a different lie every day of his draw celebration tour. Yeah, he be saying a lot. I don't even watch him no more because I know somebody going to cover some of the crazy shit that he say. If Roach loses, he is back to pro box, and no more in payday. That's a fact. If he loses, it's probably the end of it. Because if he loses, it's probably not going to be gracefully versus Pitbull. It's probably going to be an ugly loss. Because Pitbull got a following now, and the bread. Yeah, I heard the bread is right. I heard his IG is on fire ever since he fought Tank, and that's what it is, yo. I like Pitbull ever since he fought Tank. And man, Mario Barrios made me a fan after he fought Tank. Like, real talk. Teal just pulled up at Ashley Corner. Take over the making stars and shit. Yeah. Not a pay-per-view fight. It should be straight Amazon. Yeah, I don't think it should be Tank making stars. Yeah, he is. He's making stars. Teal mad. He just pulled up. Yeah, Teal about to get his ass beat. Meet this AR out this for real. Pitbull has a cult following from Tank. He do. Roach got celebrity from the draw. Yeah, he acting like he a celebrity. Talking about the pictures that I be seeing, people be saying he a model. I'm like, y'all playing. He is not no fucking model. I always like Roach though. Rod Walker facts. Hold on. Tank shines light on everybody who get in the ring with him. Is what it is. What you gonna do with your Tank shine? Yeah. What you gonna do with it? Pink arrogant as fuck. He all right. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. I just like the fighting style. You know what it is. I like the fire and the hunger too. The fact that he'll fight bigger guys. When he fought Rolly, I was shocked. I was like, yo, this is about to be one for the books. This is about to be one for the book. And they didn't disappoint. They didn't Rolly neither. Neither one of them disappointed, yo. Being that, Rolly on top of the world, kind of like this is Rolly time right now, bro. I have to give it to Rolly. Rolly at 140 with a title. 147 with a title. Y'all, would you believe that? Would you believe that? Yeah, when I was in Vegas, Pitbull had a legit crowd following his ass. Shit was wild. For real? Oh my God, like a little Oompa Loompa following. Crazy. I never was high on Lamont. Only fight I saw before the Tank fight was Hearn fight. I didn't know he was from DC. I knew he was from DC. I did. I seen the Hearn fight like you before you fought Tank. And what's his name? Shit. The Hector Garcia fight. Them the two fights that I seen. The Lamont Roach fight. other than that, like I didn't really know that much about him either, for real. Yeah, Garcia. And that was Garcia was all right. I think Garcia retired. Hector Garcia. I think he retired, yo. He said that's it. He put it up. He put them boxing gloves up. I think somebody else retired recently too. I can't remember who it is. Yeah. It's another fight coming up that I'm highly anticipating. It's David Benavidez and Anthony Yard. I think that's going to be kind of interesting, as I always didn't think that David Benavidez had a one punch knockout power. I don't think he has that, and being that I believe that Anthony Yard has a pretty good chin. You know what I mean? This fight could be interesting. I got David winning, of course. David's the best in boxing. I got David winning, of course, but I don't know. Maybe it's going to be more like a David Morrell versus David Benavidez fight, more than David Benavidez just demolishing his opponent, usually, you know. But I think Anthony Yard can actually have a good fight versus David Benavidez if he can have a game plan, and if they changed it for and they're letting him spar during camp now, because I heard he didn't spar years ago when he fought Kovalev. Bro, that's a bad look. If he don't spar no more, if he don't spar nobody during camp still to this day, he's not going to beat nobody of substance, and he probably get ran through when it comes to David Benavidez. But I think it's going to be an interesting fight for real, for real. Rolly looks comfortable at 147, not draining. Makes him look solid. Good weight class for him. Yeah, his back and all that was big, bro. Not his back. He was very wide when he was standing there looking at Ryan Garcia. I was like, oh shit, Rolly looked kind of big. He did last month. Yard is going to be a punch dummy. Yeah, because he does like to sit there with the high guard for too long and just too much without moving around, moving out the way. And David's cool with that. David's used to that. David will fuck around and throw combinations all night real quick. Mexican monster, my guy. Right. He's that guy. Yeah. It's going to be a war right there. Right. She did retire. Brackish retired. Okay, tonight we have what's his name? Danny Garcia. I don't know the guy he's fighting. I didn't do my homework on this one, guys. I really don't. I've never been a big fan of Danny. I've never been a fan, period. I don't disrespect him or nothing. He gotta, it's cool. Everything's cool. I'm not really a fan of Danny. I've never been. I thought the people that he fought at 140 was all people past their time. He did great, but I think he lost to Adrian Peterson. Is his name Anthony Peterson? I think he lost to him. So that's neither here or there. But I don't know. It was just something about Danny that I wasn't cool with. But the fact that he called out Lara for a year and a half and actually got that fight and it ended the way it did, I was like, yeah, that's probably why. Probably why I didn't really care about Danny like that. You feel me? Like, I respect him, no disrespect, but I just, you got dropped for the first time in your career and your daddy helped you out the fight by throwing in the towel, basically, and saying that by you not coming out the corner. Like, come on, bro. Give us one more round, champ. You just got dropped for the first time in your career. Give us one more round. Lamont, damn it. Lamont Peterson. That's his name. Lamont Peterson. $40 for the fight. Jesus. Rolly be getting these damn money fights. No BS. Yeah, I think his next fight going to be a doozy. I don't know who. I heard Manny got like 3 people. And as far as T.O. making that shit up. T.O. ain't going about to fight no Manny. He just threw his ass in the motherfucking hat. Ain't no reason for Manny to fight T.O. After all these people there's so many people that want to fight Manny. Why the fuck would he stop and let it be T.O. for what? Danny Garcia has tried to be competitive in his last few fights. He just tries to survive. Nah, I don't even want to see that shit. But that fight starts at 8:30 tonight, and I believe there's a card on the Zone, all women's fight that starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time, both times Eastern time, 8:30 and 10 p.m. or 10:30, something like that. But salute to everybody that came in the building. I was about to get on up out of here. It's been nice. It's been good. It's been real. I'm glad everybody came through. I'm glad everybody supported today, came through. Please hit that like button and share this channel if you haven't shared the channel. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. Everybody that's going to hear this on this replay, you heard what I said. Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you haven't subbed already. I appreciate everybody that's came in the building. Like I said, I'll see me next time, next Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be right chill. All right. And check out the channel. Hit that bell icon because I do drop stuff. And I do have another channel, you guys. I have another channel. It's called Criminals 410. Go sub to that channel and check it out. It is blogging. It is TikTok, all social media. People just making videos of saying stuff. And I'm just stringing them along and saying my opinion. It's a reaction video. It's a reaction channel. It is a damn near everything channel. It's a I actually put out actual real news that's been going on in the DMV, local news and around the world. All the things that I put out as far as news is actual real shit with people's name and shit that's going on right now in Maryland, DC, and Virginia, and everything in between. But salute to everybody that came in the building. It's your girl. Salute to you. Peace.
I'm working outside. Penny X.